Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Cult Comedy Cinema. I am your hostess with the mostest purple hair, and tonight we have a very, very special show for you. We have a special guest on to watch a very special movie, and I hope you guys are ready, all right? Tonight, we have Todd Jenkins on to watch Cherokee Creek. Is it a big fit film? Is it a bachelor party? I don't know. We're going to find out, okay? Maybe it's a mix of both. But it's going to be a good show. What you guys can't hear is Todd's in my ear right now talking, and it's great. Crack it up. But guys, before we start, tonight's show will be a full riff track style show. So that means you're going to need the movie pulled up on a secondary device so that you can watch it along with us. And I am giving you that link in the chats right now. So go ahead, click on it. It's 99 cents on Amazon. Go ahead, get it pulled up. So once the movie starts, you know the drill. We link up, sync up. I give you timestamps so you can watch along with us as we talk and laugh and scream our way through. Okay? But, yeah. And Todd wants me to let you know that the only reason it's 99 cents is because Amazon banned it from being on Prime because it's too raunchy, all right? So if you don't like boobs, if you don't like gore, if you don't like full frontal nudity, tonight's not the night for you guys, all right? So just go ahead and exit out, you sweet little baby boys and girls, if you think it's gonna be too much, but I don't think it will be, okay? So stick around, enjoy this with us, and without further ado, guys, give everyone a big, happy, culty welcome to our very special guest, Todd Jenkins! He's here! You're live. You're on. You're here. Oh, wait.
I was the whole time thinking I was on and I wasn't.
No, you're on. You're on now. Your audio's up. People can see you. They can hear you.
Cool. Very cool. Well, hopefully there's more than 5 people. Let's go for 200. Yes.
Let's get it on, guys. We're going to do it.
Yes. Spend the 99 cents. It's definitely worth it, guys. I've tried to get on Prime, but they just won't let it happen because I've got the boobs galore, the gore, and the full frontal, and they just don't like that kind of stuff. Unless you're a studio film, of course, but
I feel
it's art if you're a studio film. If you're an independent filmmaker, it's porn.
I feel like I need a shirt that says boobs galore and gore.
Boobs galore and gore are not porn.
But not porn. But not porn. Not porn. There's a hard line.
No, they are not porn. Boobs galore and gore are not porn.
There we go. It's a new catchphrase. We'll get it on business cards. It'll be a thing.
Whoever who gets it up first, I guess, wins.
But guys, tonight's film is a 2018 independent film, Cherokee Creek. And the synopsis I have, again, is very short, is a bachelor party in the woods gets crashed by the ultimate party animal, Bigfoot.
That works. Right. That's a pretty good synopsis.
All right.
We have the longer version on Amazon.
The longer version. See, I like the shorter ones.
Synopsis.
So, you directed the film, but you're also in the film.
I did everything in the film. Unfortunately. I think here in Texas, a lot of people, when they read the script, they were a little freaked out. So our DP quit. Most of the crew quit, and most of the actors quit. So everybody in the movie just about is the replacement. So when everybody quit, I had like a week before we were going into production. So I just went out and bought all the stuff. And the money I was going to pay the crew, I was like, I'll go buy all this stuff, and I'll just do it myself.
Oh, my gosh.
So
Why did everyone quit?
I'm telling you, they were afraid. They're like, if I make this movie, my girlfriend or wife or my agent, whatever, will fire me, divorce me, whatever, and never talk to me again. It was that bad.
Oh, no.
So I was like, really? You guys are that scared to make this? I was like, all right. So I went looking for new cast members, explained the story to them, let them read the script, and then, those are the ones that signed on, thankfully. But it was really a blessing in disguise. I think all the actors that we got are way better than my initial casting. So I think I really lucked out. I think now most of the people who are in the movie, because of all the stuff that's happened since we made the movie, they may not admit they're in the movie. The funny thing is I admit that I'm in the movie and I do all this press on it. I've been doing it for years, and I've even worked on religious TV series before, religious movies and stuff, but they're scared. They're like, oh my God, I can't say anything about this. I'll never work again.
Oh man. I don't know. I feel like this needs to be like a
Wall Street.
Yeah, like you've got to have one like good raunchy film on your list as an actor to like get in, right?
I did it. I did it. There's nothing else I could do that I didn't do in this movie. I think I pretty much put it all out there. So
Just everything.
anything that an actor would be afraid to do on camera, I think I've done it at this point. So as you'll see when you watch the movie.
All right, I'm getting like slightly nervous now. You're like, I've done it all. I'm like, oh, okay. To see a side of you tonight that I wasn't expecting.
You've been warned.
I've been warned.
Whenever you see me start doing push-ups, it's coming. That's all I can tell you. Start looking away. I remember when we did two theatrical releases, two big screens here in town, sold out at the Angelica, and I told everybody that knows me, because everybody wanted to support me. I was like, no, you don't have to. Don't support me on this thing. And they did anyway, and they brought their kids. And I was like, please don't bring the kids. Don't do it. So they were bringing like these 12 to 15-year-old kids to see this movie. And I was like, please don't. And I work with actors on auditions for student films and network television. So it wasn't like 2 or 3 days later, I'm like seeing these kids in the audition room after they saw me in this movie. So that was a little weird, little strange, you know. And then the moms all coming in going, "Hey, wasn't ready for that, but you know, pretty cool."
Goes up 2 octaves. She's like, "Hey,
thanks, Mom. Thanks." I definitely shocked my own family, and my mom was even there, so she wasn't expecting that.
Oh gosh! Oh no! So, I think the closest thing I have to that is I waited tables at a place called the Tilted Kilt back when I was younger, and I didn't tell my parents what it was. They just knew that I was waiting tables at what they thought was an Irish pub, and then they showed up, and I'm in like a crop top and a kilt, and I was like, "Hi, Mom," and my mom was just like, "No," and I was like, "I'll see you guys later."
So did you keep the job?
I did. I worked there. The money was too good to give up.
Right. So
Best job I've had.
You couldn't stop.
Couldn't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I mean, I did stop, but we got shut down.
This would be my Kim Kardashian moment. I was like, man, if I do this in this movie and people see it, I'll never stop working.
So you're telling me you have a Kris Jenner?
This is going to be my ticket to Hollywood right here.
Man.
I do get quite the strange phone calls and emails from time to time. There's been people offering to buy my underwear and other things from the movie.
God.
And I'm like, you know, now that the pandemic's been going on, I'm like, I could probably use that money. I need to go back and look for those emails.
Like, how much for my underwear? If I toss it in a pair of socks, what are we going to do?
I think it was like $300 to $500 or something. It was crazy.
What? That is insane.
I was like, my wife told me, but I told my wife about it just recently. She's like, maybe you should sell it.
Yeah, why not? You know?
Take the money and run.
Do it.
I could just see if I ever became famous or known, like 5 years down the road, someone's like, he sold me his underwear for $500. I'm like, you bought it, bro.
You brought it. You're gonna see him being resold for like $2,000 on eBay. You're like, wait a minute, I got ripped off.
And I just sell my underwear after I wear it for a few days. What I do. That's my new job.
And there's people that do it. There's that TikTok star that was selling her farts in jars.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a market for it.
A woman could get away with that, though. I don't know that a guy could.
I mean, you've already done this movie. It sounds like there's a lot there.
I might start selling my farts. They're pretty good.
There you go. Just jar them up. It'll be like a promo for this film. There you go.
Right. I could film it while I do it so they know it's officially me, and then send it like on a flash drive with the underwear.
There you go.
And the gas all in one.
And the gas. Everything all at once.
You're going to get one-stop shop, baby.
One stop. Oh my gosh. Okay, so besides the movie that we're watching tonight, you've been in a lot of things that I recognize, which I was like, which everyone here in the chats, if you were on last time Gary was on the show, we watched Daylight's End, which you make a little cameo appearance in. Gary pointed you out during the film, but you were one of the...
Thank you, Gary. Gary's an awesome guy. I met him on that film. I actually the way I met him was I started taking pictures of him while he was doing his scenes, and then I gave him the pictures, and he really liked them. So that's how I met him.
aw, like a little.
Doing behind the scenes. I'm telling you, when I heard Daylight's End was going on, I wanted to be a part of the movie so bad. But the funny thing is, I was cast in this really bad Bigfoot movie called Bigfoot Wars. And I thought that was going to be the Bigfoot movie to take me to the next level. And it had T. Thomas Howell in it and Judd Nelson. And I was like, dude, our Bigfoot movie is going to be so awesome. And then I saw it. It was terrible.
Oh, no.
But that was the reason I made Cherokee Creek, because I was like, dude, that movie left it affected me so badly. Like everybody would bring it up everywhere I go, like that movie Bigfoot Wars. I was like, oh, I've got to redeem myself. So I'm going to make a movie that just kicks the shit out of Bigfoot Wars. So that's why I made Cherokee Creek initially, because I wanted it to be so much better than Bigfoot Wars, which wasn't going to be hard, but I think Bigfoot Wars may have been able to be a decent movie, but they just didn't do any post-production on it. The editing was terrible.
Oh.
You could hear like the director saying action and cut. You could hear the generator. I mean, like it was literally like somebody was on set, like doing like this online edit as we were shooting the movie. And then they go, just put that out. Just make a cool box art and spend a little bit of money on the trailer and stick it in Walmart and people will buy it. And by the time they get home and watch it, it's too late.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
I'm telling you, it was so bad. And then the night it came out, I was so excited to show my mom. I went and woke her up. We went to Walmart like at midnight to go buy the copies. They're like, you can only buy one copy of this movie. So I had to, and she's handicapped, so I had to bring her in there in her wheelchair, and she bought the second copy because I was like going to buy the store out of the Bigfoot War DVD. Thank God I didn't buy more than two. Oh, it's terrible.
Just bought it out like no one can see this film. No one can see
I bought two copies. I'm like, what the hell? How do I get rid of these now?
See, I was going to ask if that was like, if this was like a prequel or a follow-up to that. 'Cause I'm like, wait, you're in two Bigfoot movies?
Like, no, this is nothing like it. I started thinking about when I wanted to do a better Bigfoot movie, what could we do that was different, besides just people out in the woods and hunters and stuff. So I came up with this really quirky bachelor party idea based on my real life and the bachelor parties I'd been to and how some of my friends were. So it's pretty much a true story for the most part, minus the Bigfoot.
Okay.
But a lot of the characters in the movie are based on my friends, and they're exactly like they are in the movie. Some of them, whether they like it or not.
So when you say that this is based off of like bachelor parties you've been to, like are guy bachelor parties like camping things out in Texas?
No, you'll see. I mean, like, some of the guys weren't able to have bachelor parties, and they had these controlling women who were like, the only thing you can do is go bowling for your bachelor party, or go camping. That's it. You're not allowed to have any strippers or go to a strip bar. Okay. But of course, for my bachelor party, I went to the strip bar.
Okay. Good. I was about to be like,
I can't make a movie about it and then not go to one. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna be that pussy whip, dude. I'm gonna go for it.
Gonna get out.
So when my wife said, "What are you gonna do?" I was like, "I'm going to the strip joint. What do you think I'm doing?"
What are you doing? You're going to a Chip and Dale show, right, babe? Like, you go have fun. I'm gonna go have fun. It's fine.
It is kind of based on that situation, though, because there was one guy, his fiance at the time would only let him go gambling. So we went gambling, and she went to a dig bar. And then I remember my wife calling saying, "Hey, they're going to go to this dig bar." And I was like, "Yeah, just go." And she's like, "I don't want to go." So I don't know if she went, but I told her she could go.
Okay. See, that seems like a very healthy, happy relationship. You trust each other. You're like, go do whatever you want. Not, you can't go look at boobs, but I'm going to go let this dude in a jockstrap grind on me with his dick in my face. Like, that's fine.
It's all in the movie. Just wait till you see.
I'm so excited. I'm excited right now. There's going to be strippers, guys? Oh, it's going to be great.
Everything.
So, in the film, you've got Billy Blair. You've got yourself. Justin Armstrong.
I met him on Bigfoot Wars, actually.
You really?
Yeah, the whole thing with Billy is he was, I knew him from Machete and some other movies. And I knew he was getting ready to do a movie here. So I kept trying to get on that set, and he would ignore me. I would send him different clips of my work and stuff that I directed. Like, Billy, you got to check me out, bro. Let's meet up and have lunch. Let's talk, whatever. Here's some stuff. And he would never respond. He was like, "Oh, yeah, man, sure, whatever." Yeah. So when I found out we were both casting Bigfoot Wars, I go, "Hey, dude, you can't hide from me anymore because I'm going to be in a scene with you tomorrow."
I'm going to hold your hand and not let go.
Yeah. So when you see me on set tomorrow, I'm the guy that's been emailing you for the last year. So now you can't run or hide. We're in a scene together. So we became friends after that.
Honestly, persistence pays off. It pays off. And look at you. And he's in this with you now.
Yeah.
Does he have the same views of Bigfoot Wars as you do?
No, he doesn't like it either.
Okay.
He loves Cherokee Creek, of course, though. I would have asked him to do this tonight if I knew where the heck he is. He's probably working somewhere.
Man. We'll do a retake. We'll bring him back on next time.
Oh, he'll love it.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. So, other people in the film, we've got Olivia. I'm terrible with last names, but Scabani? Sabit? I'm gonna let it go. I'm just gonna. Olivia S is in this, guys. I suck at names.
You have to pull up everybody's IMDb.
We've got Justin Armstrong. We've got Justin Duncan.
Yeah, 2 Justins. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. A lot of Justins, a lot of Jasons.
Justins and Jasons. They're all in here. I feel like once the movie starts, we may have you like point people out, be like, "Oh, that's so and so. That's so."
Yeah. I hopefully can do that. I'll try. Who are these fucking people? I don't remember any of them.
I've never seen this person in my life.
I don't even remember making this fucking movie. Did I make this?
That's not me. That's not me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so besides
a lot of it though, because you do like you'll do another 20 movies or whatever, and then it just becomes a blur kind of. You remember moments, but not everything. I mean, if someone brings it up, you might, but it's weird just watching it because I'm like, I have no idea how the hell I made this movie. It was so weird having to do all that stuff. Like the very opening of the movie, I had just bought all that gear, so I had to learn how to use it probably like 1 or 2 days before. So we're getting out. It's a total shit show, but I'll talk about that when the movie starts.
Oh my gosh, that's so. And again, like I'm still like when I was going through the IMDb, it was like showing that like you were the camera operator, and I was like, oh, do like all directors operate the camera? Is this, or is it just you in this situation?
I didn't put all the credits on there because I knew it would just seem weird. Like if my name popped up like 300 times, it's gonna be a little weird. Like what the fuck is this guy putting his name on the movie 300 times for? Like that's fucking weird. So I took the big cool credits and just said, don't put all that. Like, did they really want to know I was doing craft services and getting coffee for people too?
It's just, you are this movie. You were just, instead of just like listing everything individually, just put everything, Todd Jenkins. There you go.
It got to that point. I luckily had a relative that just married this guy. His name's Sheldon, and he overheard me talking about wanting to shoot at this property up in Melissa, Texas, and he was like, "Man, I really want to be a filmmaker." And everybody says that. Everybody says they be an actor or filmmaker, and I was like, and I remember that when everybody quit, and I was like, "Who the fuck is gonna film me though? I gotta film people, but somebody's got to film me. I can film everybody, but I can't film myself." So I gave him a call and said, "Hey, dude, if you really want to learn how to do this and be put through hell and treated like shit by me, then you come and do it." Because I'm gonna be panicking, and I had no idea how much I was gonna panic because I had no idea I was gonna finance probably like 80% of the movie because investors would drop out, and stuff like that. So, there's those days where you're dropping $5,000 on the credit card, and you're like, "Dude, don't fuck this up."
Oh God.
The pressure is on. He filmed all of my stuff, and he would help me as my assistant when I was setting up shots, and I'd kind of show him how I wanted the shots to be and how the camera worked. And then I would have another actor who was close to my height jump in there, and I'd show him how I wanted him to film me, and then he would film me, and then I'd watch it on the playback and see if I liked it or not.
Oh, man.
And if there was anything wrong about the performance, I'd blame it on him.
That sounds...
This is all your fucking fault, Sheldon.
Poor Sheldon.
God damn it, Sheldon. Why did you not frame it right? He learned a lot, though. The crazy thing is, after he helped us on the movie, doing just filming me and helping with the other stuff, he went on to do his own stuff. Now he's doing his own movies. So I guess he learned a lot.
Good for him.
Good for him. He survived the hell working with me on Cherokee Creek.
You made his dream happen. That's what matters.
I don't think anybody thought this movie was going to turn out because after, for the first couple of days, it's all fun and games. And then people start going, how's this going to work? The actors climbing fucking trees, hanging lights, running camera, setting up sound. Like, I just don't think this is going to be any good. So as it's getting to where it's getting colder and colder, and those nights are turning into 15 degrees and 10 degrees, people don't want to come out as much anymore, and they start getting other jobs and doing everything they can to avoid coming to the movie set. So it took 6 months to film like this campfire scene stuff that you see, because people's schedules just got so chaotic because they were all taking other jobs, and some were doing plays and other things. So I was like, holy shit, we're not going to ever get this movie finished. But the thing that made us kickstarted into getting finished is the owner of the property said, dude, if you don't get this finished soon, everything's going to turn green and the snakes are coming out. So then you can't film.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I was like, dude, we got to get it done no matter what. And then, like, one of the last things we shot was the stripper stuff. So everybody had to come for that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we had all these people volunteering, like, hey, we'll come out and help us out. We'll do behind the scenes. Everything. And then after that night, a couple of nights of that, they're like, I don't really need to come back anymore.
Like, nah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, it's like that with a lot of films that, or at least horror films that I've researched, like Night of the Living Dead. There's like one zombie that's like full frontal nude, and the entire like town showed up and was standing, just watching.
Oh, really?
Just like boobs from afar. And I'm like, guys, you could just draw
well,
some
that
boobs.
even happened. I thought we would have, the guys were more anxious to show up than the girls, I guess, because we do a dick bar scene, and we had all the like hundreds of girls like, I'm going to be at the dick bar. I'm coming. I can't wait. I'm bringing my friends. And I spent all this money, and we do all this stuff, and like 10 girls showed up. So the 10 that showed up, I started writing lines for different ones and putting them in different places. And then I had to go back to when during normal business hours, I just keep calling it the dick bar because it's funny to me. But we had to go back to the dick bar during normal business hours and get bigger shots of the crowd and the extras and stuff. But it all cut together really well. But when you initially see just the few actors here, that's all that was there. It's just a few girls that actually showed up.
Man, they just showed up for some
people
dates.
were scared of this movie. They're like, what is this about?
It's about full frontal nudity and Bigfoot. I don't understand what's so hard to understand.
We had to make a movie that was for everybody. We had to put the gore in there. We had to put the raunch in there. We had to put Bigfoot in there.
Yes.
So it's got a little bit of something for everybody.
It's got something for us, and I'm excited, and I hope everyone in the chat's all right now. Because guess what?
Has anybody showed up yet? Or are we still talking to ourselves?
Oh, people are here. We got some people in the chats. They're talking to us. Gary's saying hello.
What's up, Gary? Thank you for making
Medina
this happen, Gary.
Yes, Gary. Thank you. Thank you so much.
He is so awesome. We're gonna work together one day. I don't know when. We keep working on these movies, but we're never on set at the same time.
Gary's just an awesome person. Like, he reached out to me the first time about Purgatory Road, a movie that he was in, and he was like, have you seen this? And I was like, no, but it's on Prime. Will you be on my show? And he was the first person I had on that I didn't know, and he ended up bringing the director on. It was just a super fun time, and then I was like, oh, I can have not just comedians on, I can get, like, directors and actors, too. Let's make this thing.
Let's bring everybody on this damn show.
Let's do it, guys. We can all hang out. And I actually just got to meet Gary in person. I was down in New Orleans.
I know he was down there working on Channel, the same movie I was working on, but we did it at different times.
He told me that you were going to be in it.
That's the one I had to lose the 35 pounds for. I thought I was going to die.
Oh my gosh. I know you guys can't talk about it yet, but I'm quite excited for it.
We can talk more about that one than we can War Horse 1. Like, the Channel, awesome. The Channel is going to be an awesome action movie. Okay, I know that. I can at least talk about War Horse 1. I guess the only thing I can say of the crazy thing about War Horse 1 is I got this call during COVID when like nobody was really filming much. And the director says, hey, I know you really want to work with me. And I was like, yeah, I love Daylight Sin. I love all your work. I went back, watched all your movies, dude. I'll do anything to work with you. He goes, good, because I can't tell you anything about the movie you're about to work on with me. And I can't send you a script. And we'll learn about it when you show up each day. And I was like, what the hell is going on with this?
Okay.
I guess I could probably say it's probably one of the darkest characters I've ever played.
Okay.
And if you go to IMDb for War Horse 1, you'll see a picture of me on this, not the actual poster they have up, but there's something else there that has a bunch of characters on it. Mm-hmm. I'm one of them. Okay. And I had to learn Arabic, and I almost shit my pants when they told me that. So I'm like, showed up. He's like, you're going to be doing things that you've never done camera before. You're going to learn Arabic. You're going to be doing this, and you're probably going to be pretty hated in the movie. Are you okay with all that?
Are you alright with people hating you?
I'm like, yeah, man, let's do it. So I can't wait to see it. I don't even know what the fuck the movie's about. I mean, I don't know anything. I just
your scenes.
Well, and I'm speaking Arabic, right? So I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Like, the guy who's there is teaching me how to say stuff, but I don't know what the hell I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. So this is William Kaufman, right?
Right. And I don't even, and a lot of times, like, we would do pickup shots and we film scenes, but the other actors aren't there. So I'm like looking at spots on walls or whatever. He'll be like, this is where this actor is going to be, and this actor is going to be over there. So just talk to this spot, and they'll hold their hand up, and talk to this spot, and then they hold their hand up over there. You know, and then later on, and either they had already filmed that part with that actor, or they'll film it later. But you hear like Robert Rodriguez had to do that with a lot of his movies because the actors weren't available at the same time. So that's probably why they did it, and because of COVID as well. But yeah, I mean, it was just a limited crew. I'd go out, do my stuff, and then go home. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck this movie's about.
I don't know what I said today.
No idea who's in it. I don't know who. I don't know any of that. I mean, I'm starting to know now because they put up the IMDb, and there's like a little teaser thing that Johnny Strong released. But other than that, I still don't really know what it's about. I just know that Will said, trust me, it's going to be an awesome movie. People are going to love it. You're great in it, and you can't see it. I think I worked like 6 or 7 days on it that were really fun. It was like a really cool family type environment with those guys.
Oh, fun. Man, so that's
Warhorse 1.
Warhorse 1, and then the channel. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
The channel, I had an awesome part, just like Gary has an awesome part in it too, but we weren't on set a whole lot, but we said a lot while we were there. I'll say that.
Okay.
Our characters are going to be pretty, rememberable. People are going to remember who we are once they see the movie for sure. We're going to stand out for sure. I can say that.
Great.
They're really cool characters, and I was so stoked to find out that Gary had got cast in it, in the role that he got cast. And whenever he called and left me a message or just something on Messenger, and he had told me about it, and I was like, dude, he's so perfect for that role.
Dude, I love it. I love, like, Gary, like, when we've been talking recently, he's like, yeah, I'm here today filming. I'm over there tomorrow filming. It was like, when I saw him in New Orleans, he was like, yeah, I leave in the morning for Boston. And I was like,
lucky bastard. He's got all this work lined up. And I'm like, what's going on? I was like that a lot during COVID. There was a lot of that where I was just running from one set to the other. And some of them were like, on the same day, like I'd go to one in the morning and have to drive 3 hours and then go to another one. And I had to do that over and over for a couple projects. And Warhorse 1 was one of those where I was also working on this Vietnamese pilot. So this is how it went. I went from speaking Arabic to going to this set that was all Vietnamese, and they had one translator.
Great.
So I was tired as shit doing both movies. Didn't really ever know what the hell was going on. I was so out of it because I'd be like, working 20 hours and then drive to the other set, try to sleep in between while they're setting up stuff. And then they go, you're on again. And the Vietnamese people really love to rehearse. So we would rehearse so much. And I was like, dude, I can't rehearse this much. I'm going to lose my voice. And I'm doing this other movie. And I just need to shoot it and go home. Just keep doing this. But I've seen some of that movie as well. And it's looking really good. So they did a really good job. Just didn't know they were doing a good job.
I didn't know what's going on.
Well, you can't really talk about the character or anything with the director. They just can't tell you, listen, do this. And then you can tell by their face what they're wanting you to do, kind of. Yep. And then there's a person translating. So that was, I don't know how I survived that experience, but I'm glad I did. So hopefully both of those movies will be awesome. I just don't remember doing a whole lot of stuff.
I know I was at these movies.
Too tired to know what was going on.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man. But when those movies come out, we'll get to watch them. We'll get to find out.
Right. I'm hoping we're going to see something from Warhorse 1 really soon. I think they'll probably release more marketing materials, posters, trailers, and stuff like that over the next month or two.
Okay. Solid.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
We will watch it here on the show, guys. I'll pull up trailers. We're going to start doing that. Whenever someone's been on the show, we're going to watch trailers they're in now.
Awesome.
Part of it.
Well, you knew I told you earlier I was in Reservation Dogs, which was cool. Yep. And they did. Unfortunately, we just found out yesterday we did not win the Golden Globe, but we were up for a Golden Globe. At least we were up. At least we were up for one. I mean, it's all because of me, but.
So look, episode 3. I told you this before the show. I watched Reservation Dogs probably like a few weeks ago, and it's just been on my list to watch. I finally got around to it, and then it was after we'd connected on social media, and I was going through your like IMDb, and I was like, wait a minute, you were in Reservation Dogs? And then I went back, watched the episode, I was like, oh my god, it's
he looks just like I look right now, same character.
Let's see what else. The other movie I wanted to ask you about was Howlers, which came out in 2019.
What the hell? Howler. It's got a new name though, doesn't it?
It does?
Yes.
It was in your IMDb as Howlers.
It's called High Moon.
High Moon? Oh. Okay.
They changed the name. That's why I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm in a movie called Howlers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's called High Moon now.
Okay. So the movie poster I found said Howlers, so I was like, oh, okay. There we go.
They do that sometimes with these movies. They'll change the names 2-3 times at least.
So was this like a Western werewolf movie?
It's another one. I was only there for like maybe a day or two, so I was in and out of there. Did you ever see that?
I didn't, but I love werewolf movies, so I saw it. I'm like, oh, I'm putting this on my list now.
Okay. The other big one I remember doing, also in Oklahoma, was the one I did with Bella Thorne. Have you seen that one?
I have not, but that is the first video that pops up on your IMDb is like your trailer.
And the reason I have to keep constantly looking at these movies all have different names. Like some of them have code names when you do them, and then they'll like have another name when they think it's going to come out, and then they'll change the name again. So that one ended up being called Infamous. But originally, yes. It was called something else. I think it was called Southland originally, and then they changed it to Infamous. That was a fun movie to do, though.
Let's say you got to shoot a gun at Bella Thorne.
3 scenes with good old Bella. That was a lot of fun.
Gosh, is she fun in person? I feel like she'd be fun.
The thing is, a lot of times when I meet these actors, they're so in character, we don't talk to each other. Like, we literally show up and you just do your scene, and then they may or may not break character once you're shot out. Like, the scene's over, they might actually talk to you as a person, but sometimes they don't. It just depends.
Depends. They're just like so.
Yeah, whenever I first showed up, she didn't say shit to me, so I was like, Jesus Christ, she's not gonna talk to me. I was like, okay, all right, I'm just gonna stay in my own world, do my thing, and then afterwards I go, hey, is it cool to talk now? And she's like, oh yeah. And we shot the shit for a while, did pictures, and she was promoting her book at the time and stuff like that, so that was cool.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, she did some pictures and stuff with me. You just never know. I mean, you never know what's going on. Some people are like, hell no, and they just go back to their trailer.
Just like we'll be back there. And then you've also been in MacGyver.
That was awesome. Really good experience.
Really fun.
That was probably the best one. I got the A-list treatment on MacGyver. They brought me in for like 2 weeks, but I was on call every day, so I never knew when I was working. I'm working today. I guess not. No one called me. And you never know when you're going to get a call. It might be like at 1 or 2 in the morning. Someone might call you or just email you. Or in my case, they forgot one day.
Oh, no.
Luckily, someone, a part of the cast that I was working with goes, hey, dude, we're working tomorrow. I go, we are? I was like, I haven't heard anything. And he's like, yeah, we are. I was like, am I? Because did I get fired and no one told me? Because the funny thing about that episode of MacGyver, I would like improv a lot of stuff because I just wanted the character to do different things that were in the script. So as soon as they say action, I just do all this shit that wasn't in the script. So I was like, oh shit, man, they had enough of me. They're like, this guy's improving way too much stuff. Done. Let's just get rid of him. And then around like 2:00 in the morning, I think I heard from production that I need to be there at like 7 a.m. So I was like, thank God I wasn't fired for all that improv.
Yes. The improv paid off. I'm back. I'm going back in, guys.
Well, I didn't know. And then this one dude came up to me and goes, man, I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. Who the fuck is that guy? Who is he? And I would ask around the set constantly. Uh-oh, we lost our connection.
Oh, you're back now. You're good.
No, it won't tell me. It just says your connection has been lost. As long as you can see me, that's good. I can't see you.
I can see you. That's fine. You don't need to see me.
Yeah, so this dude, he just he was so nice. He was so nice to me, and he would come up and say all these cool things. And I was like, man, and I would ask around for like that whole week who he was, and nobody seemed to know. And then finally someone told me his name. I looked him up. He was the original director of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
What?
And I was like, holy shit, that's him. I didn't even know.
Like, he likes me. Yes, we're doing it.
I'm just not going to be able to be part of this anymore. It has just told me, forget it.
Oh, no.
How do I get back into this thing?
I still see you, if that makes any difference. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't see anything. It just keeps saying you've lost your connection.
Oh, no. Let's say I see you perfectly, which is what matters.
All right, cool. I'll just go blind.
We're going in blind.
I don't need to see the person I'm talking to.
Let's see. Is there anything on my end? Oh, nope. Now we lost him. You guys get double me. Okay, guys, hang on. We're taking a quick break to get this fixed, and we'll be right back.
Finally, for God's sakes.
All right, guys, we're back. We did the thing. I'm gonna hang up on you now.
That's just a 15-minute break. Yeah, you should probably hang up on me.
We did it, guys. Okay.
We're back.
We're here. We succeeded.
We love the internet. We love it.
The internet's the best, and it definitely loves us unconditionally and never, ever gives us a hard time. Ever.
Just like Cherokee Creek, man. It's always a shit show. So I'm used to it.
Right now.
If everything worked
guys,
perfect, it would be really weird for me.
Oh gosh, hang on. I can't hear you now, Rob. Can you hear me?
Rob? Who the hell's Rob?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hang on.
You're like, I don't even know this dude's name.
I could hear you for a second, and then it like clicked out.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Oh man. We gotta hang up and do it again.
We're gonna troubleshoot on air, guys. You guys are fine.
Hang up.
Nope.
Hang up. Do we hang up?
Oh wait, they can hear you. I can't hear you because it's my headphones. I'm stupid. Hang on. Now we can hear.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right, cool.
I need to get better headphones for this, but we're here, guys. We're fine. But we're moving to the movie portion of the show, and what that means, guys, is we're gonna be watching Cherokee Creek.
Turn my stuff on, man. I haven't seen this movie in a little bit. It's been a minute.
So we're here.
I've only got like 7 remotes here.
8 remotes. I've got to wear like 2 sets of headphones, guys. But we're doing it for you, okay? So go ahead and make sure you have your movie pulled up on a secondary device. Roswell, I don't know if you were in the chats. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Can I just reshare this? I can. I'm about to share a link in the chats, guys, of where you can watch the movie, which is on Prime. It's 99 cents because...
You gotta pay the 99 cents, folks. They're not gonna let me do it on Prime because it's too bad.
There's too many boobies.
Too many boobies and everything else in between.
Everything else. In the cleavage. It's all there.
It's all there. It will ruin you for life if you see it on Prime. But if you pay 99 cents, you'll live just fine.
The 99 cents is your penance for watching this film. Okay?
I gotta see if I own the damn thing. Hold on. Where is it? Where's this movie of mine?
The movie that you made. That you have to... Oh, no. But guys, once the movie starts on our end, we will give you timestamps so you can watch it along with us. And we can just enjoy this cinematic masterpiece.
That's right. Together. It is a masterpiece.
I'm very excited.
All right, I got it. I guess I should turn the sound down because then otherwise I can't give you the commentary on this thing.
Oh, we got this.
Do I have the sound on at the same time or just turn it down or what?
Yeah, if you want to turn it down, that's great. Or you could have it on. It's whatever you want to do.
Okay, here we go, folks. The movie, are we starting it now?
We're starting right now.
All right, cool. And I should be yapping it up through the entire thing, huh? So as you see that shot right there, that second drone shot, that's where it's about to hit that branch and crash. And that's that's the second shot of the movie. It crashed and went into the water. And then everyone had to dive in and try to save the footage. We weren't worried about the drone. I only cared about the footage at that point.
Like the footage.
That's right. Guys, save the footage.
Save the footage. Guys, I'm going to give you timestamps. And again, we're all watching a couple seconds off from each other, so we'll go with it, okay?
You should be some hunters in a canoe right now.
Hunters in a canoe.
That's right. They're looking for Bigfoot because he is worth a lot of money.
All of the money. Guys, first timestamp for me is going to be 20 seconds. So just slip in there.
Ooh, I'm at 1:04. I better wait up.
Oh. Let me catch up.
It's 1:04.
Let me catch up.
I'll hit play. I'm on pause.
All right, I'll let you know when I'm getting there.
I've got it ready. The guy in the front is Terry Dale Parks. This was his last movie before he retired from acting.
Oh, man.
And he had been in tons of movies. He was in like the newest Terminator, Olympus Has Fallen, all kinds of cool stuff. and I actually got to film his audition for his Olympus Has Fallen.
Oh,
So
cool.
but yeah, I begged
Right.
him to do this movie for me.
I'm with
And,
you at 104.
all right, let's go for it and see what happens now. All right, we're rolling. I'm at 106. Close enough.
Yes.
Yeah, so he went out in style, man. He went from doing Olympus Has Fallen and all these big movies to finishing his career with Cherokee.
Hey, he's doing what he loves.
That's right. I'm sure he had no idea what the hell he was getting himself into either. Nobody knew. We grabbed so many great actors from other big stuff because I film auditions for the networks and studio films. I'm on the approved list. Sometimes these really good actors would come in and I'd be like, hey, you want to be in a Bigfoot movie?
They're like, yeah, I love Bigfoot. Let's go.
Yeah, well, they didn't have to audition, so that was good for them.
Okay. It was like a win-win for them.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Timestamp, if you need it, is 1 minute and 59 seconds.
You should be looking at that sign that says, do not enter. That was very important. I put that sign there. I went shopping, and that bear trap was a really pain in the ass to try to get. I had to drive like an hour and a half away to get that from a dude.
Oh, gosh. Bear traps are expensive.
It's raining on and off this day. Totally raining, and I'm just now learning how to use this Steadicam type device called a gimbal. And then this is my first time ever using one. So in and out of the rain, I'm trying to get these shots. So it's no stress at all. And the dude right there talking, the dude with the gray beard's like, dude, I'm quitting acting after today. So whatever you get, that's what you got. I'm retiring for reals. I think he had a deal with the family that he was gonna, have a family and not chase Hollywood anymore.
I know a few comics that are like that. Their girlfriends and wives are like, you have 3 more years and then you're done. Unless you've made it, you're out.
I don't know if you noticed, he was supposed to say fornication, but he said fornification. That was kind of supposed to be a funny moment there. He's actually explaining these very important rules about Bigfoot and what not to do in the woods or he will kill you.
Oh. So he... What?
Yeah, he just told you pretty much Bigfoot hates semen more than anything.
Okay. What does Bigfoot have against semen? Like, what's going on there?
I kind of did talk to a few hunters about deers and other things, and he said that deer don't like other, the reason they mark their territory and piss and do those kind of things is to keep other deer out. It's kind of like them stamping their territory, like, don't fucking come in my area. So I figured a Bigfoot would have the same thing, right? I mean, he'd be like, don't come over here, piss shit, fornicate, or anything in my area. And if you do, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Interesting. I mean, like, I also, when people spend the night at my house, if I have, like, couples that I let sleep in my bed versus on the couch, I'm like, if you have sex in my bed, I'll murder you. I will kill you in the morning.
and the guy that carries the bear trap, he would kind of leave it at places. Sometimes we'd have to go try to find where the fuck he put it. And that Bigfoot print, I'm like yelling at one of the kids that was out, who was going to be in the movie. He said, I'll come and help you today. I was like, make a fucking Bigfoot print and make it awesome. So he just ran over and that's what it was. We didn't really have any time to work on it. A lot of this was one-shot stuff. The insert there is actually the property owner. He wouldn't let anybody touch that bear trap because it's a real trap, and he made it fully operational. So he and the guy who put the meat on there is okay with that. But the other guy there with the hat on, he's a vegan, so he would not touch the meat.
Okay.
He touched the meat, so we had to have a stunt hand put the meat on the bear trap that's real, and it was fully operational. And I almost stepped on the damn thing.
Oh, you would have lost your leg.
So as you can see here, the hunters they're being very careful. He knows the rules, and he's telling me, if you're gonna pee in the woods, you gotta pee in here, dude, because if Bigfoot smells the piss, you're fucking dead, bro.
Also, why is there so much pee in this jug?
Because he's been using it this whole time, man. He's been drinking and filling it up.
Okay.
Oh, oops.
Oh no.
That was filmed with
dropped the pee.
actors right there to the hands. That's like 4 hands in that shot. You just don't know it. I love that shot. That's a great drone shot that we got of a person running around in the woods with a Bigfoot suit. It's so hard to get someone to come out and do that shot, and it's a huge setup to get a guy to put an outfit on for like less than 4 seconds of a
4
shot.
seconds.
It takes
Oh,
like 4
man.
hours to do.
I have to pee.
So a lot of this stuff right here you're seeing now, nobody even knew what the fuck this Bigfoot was going to look like. So we had no Bigfoot at this point. These are all pickup shots to later.
Oh.
This was the first effects shot we saw from the effects team, and it turned out really good. This is where I start thinking, okay, we might have hired the right guys.
Oh, gosh.
Right guy and girl, I should say.
Oh, and he's like, you're dead, I'm gone. Honestly, that's me in a situation. If somebody gets bitten by a zombie, slashed by Bigfoot, I am leaving you. You're dead to me.
He was trying.
No.
He was trying. His chest.
Bigfoot sounds are...
He did with that. That looks good.
Yeah.
That was that shot of him dying right there was the last shot I could get of him because it got too dark. And then he retired acting. That was it. He retired.
That's his last shot.
That's his last shot of acting. Yeah, that was it.
It's kind of poetic. He died on screen, and then he started his acting career.
This van is such a character in this movie. It was so hard to always figure out how to coordinate to get this van.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, I had this other guy who was going to be in the movie. I said, "Hey, man, could you come out to set today? I'm going to have you film a couple things." And boy, did I put him through the ringer. Poor kid. His name is C.G. Lewis. He's an actor as well now.
Oh.
This is a true story that happened to me when I worked in the corporate world. There was a girl obsessed with giving me blowjobs at work, so I was just like, "Hey, sure, whatever.
Come on through. Let's go.
Come on down." And this was in the day of pagers, so I'd get the page, I need to come.
Page.
And I'm like, "Oh Jesus!" And then the guys it was kind of like that movie Office Space. We were going this buyout, and we didn't have shit to do, so nobody really cared. And I didn't really care if I lost my job because we didn't do shit. And we would just stay down in the computer storage room where all the new computers would come in. We'd play video games, hacky sack, whatever we could come up with, watch movies, and then I guess I got blowjobs. So that was a real thing that happened.
Real thing, bro. All right. Okay.
And this is a real story that Billy told me. There you go. That happened.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay.
Now, when we went to film that scene, I didn't know how we were going to do it. I was like, are we going to be able to get a girl to do this? And Billy just makes some call, and some girl just shows up and jumps in the bed naked. And I was like, dude, you guys don't really have to have sex for this scene. You just pretend.
You don't actually have to do
we're
it.
not doing all that. So I don't know if they were really doing it or not.
Like, we have baby glycerin in a squirt bottle. It's fine.
Yeah. So was that a
She's like,
or was it
I brought my own
thing? You'll never know.
All right, guys. Additional timestamp if you need it. We are sitting at the 9-minute and 30-second-ish area.
Yep, that's where we are at 9:33.
Hey, we're here, guys.
They're like, what the fuck are we watching? I'm so confused. So the guy earlier, this is him doing Steadicam for the first time. He's never operated a camera in his life. So I'm just like screaming and yelling at him. I think we got this around take 4.
And you handed him a gimbal with a camera on it, and you're like, go for it, bro.
Yeah, and if it didn't look right, I go, does this look like anything you've seen in a fucking movie, dude? No, the framing looks like shit. Get it fucking right. That was actually Billy's house at the time. We ran into Billy's house, and now we're in my apartment after eating a bunch of spaghetti.
After eating a bunch of spaghetti?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a break. Now, that scene right there where the guy just fell off the toilet, we didn't know what was going to happen for this scene. I was telling him what we were going to do, and he's like, dude, I got an idea. How about y'all just kick the door in and we see what happens? So this is all improv. We didn't know what the fuck we were going to do.
Like, we're just going for it. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going for it. We didn't know he was going to fall off the toilet or any of that stuff.
Hey, you got to wave his ass. know if it was a clean shit.
Well, that comes because sometimes you wipe and there's nothing there. So I was hoping that's what it
Yeah.
was. You know, the invisible, when you look down in the toilet, you felt it, but you don't see nothing.
Yeah.
It's disappeared. You wipe, there's nothing there. You're like, I imagine I took a shit.
Just a really solid fart.
You know, it felt like something came out, but it must have just went right through the hole. Here's our famous masturbation scene.
Is this, like, are guys actually like this? You're like, I'm chilling in a van. Let's just jerk off real quick.
Well, he's so horny, and we were telling him all our sex stories, so he's a virgin.
Oh, okay. Just a random old lady.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually my mom. She said she
Is that your
was
mom?
an actress, and she used to say that as I was growing up, and she had done all this hair and makeup shit for that day to come out, and it's fucking raining again. So she's had to do that scene in the rain.
Oh my gosh. That's honestly hilarious, though. That's your mom.
Yep, that's my mom, and she used to always say that. Like if someone said "kiss my ass," she'd say "kissing ass is out of style. Lay down, I'll shit in your mouth." And she'd had all these little weird sayings. So I was like, if you want to be in the movie, I'll figure out how to get you in there.
I think your mom's my new hero. Just come everywhere.
Yep, commas everywhere. Now you're getting the picture why you had to pay 99 cents for this thing. Now, as you see the guy come out with the hood, and this guy's got the hood on, many actors have played that role. A lot of times, the actor the actor was not available. So I'm in the hood sometimes. The kid whacking off is in the hood sometimes, and I think there's one other person that also has it on sometimes.
Just doing your best.
That's right, independent filmmaking. Now, while we're filming this scene, I've got the flu. So here in a second, I hand the camera to somebody else, and they pull over, and I just start puking.
God.
I think I had like 104 temperature or something. It was awful when we were trying to film this. But when it's your money and you've already spent it, you just get through it.
I'm going. Let's go. Let's do this.
Had to get through it. As we filmed that shot, of course, people were calling the cops on us for that one. That was a drone shot over the freeway, which is not allowed. Apparently, it wasn't allowed. I didn't know that, though. You know,
What are you talking about?
I don't know anything about these rules of drones. You know,
How about this at Walmart? They say you can
they
fly
were
it
so
wherever.
scared to drive over the camera. The guy's like, if I drive over the camera and break it, are we in trouble? I'm like, we're fucking done. What do you think? He's like, well, I don't want to drive it over. I was like, don't be a fucking pussy, bro. Just drive over the camera. Some beautiful drone work there, though. I thought it turned out really nice. As you can see, they're going the wrong way. They're not going to Cherokee Creek. They're going the wrong way.
But you got the shot with the. Oh, they're not following directions. Oh.
You got to get that cum rag, dude. Put the cum rag on his face.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, put some chlorophyll on there and put the cum rag on there.
Oh, God. Oh no! Honestly, getting chloroformed would suck, but getting chloroformed with a cum rag would be the worst thing ever.
I know. Man, I started taking zinc during the pandemic. I think it made my hair grow more in the front because I have a different hairline now. I'm looking at my hairline in the movie. I was like, dude, it was kind of receding back then. I have more hair now. How did that happen?
It's back.
Yay, zinc. Take 50 milligrams of zinc if you want some hair.
If you want some more hair, guys.
Yeah, you can also use a microneedle and some Rogaine with a little side of Propecia.
So late.
Yeah. Fucking late, you idiots. This was probably one of the coldest winters we had had in Texas at the time. We had no idea when we started filming this that we were going to have nights that were like 10 degrees. So when we started out with the wardrobe, it was kind of light, and then we had to figure out how to write jackets into this script.
Oh gosh.
And then trying to keep people to remember when they're supposed to have the jacket on and off was a disaster.
Oh man.
Because sometimes they would just put all their shit on, and we'd be filming for like 10 minutes. I'm like, the fuck you put that jacket on?
Why do you have these clothes on?
Yeah. They're like, it's cold. I'm like, you don't have a jacket on in the movie, dude. Take the fucking jacket off.
Honestly though, I love in like movies whenever I'm watching where I can find these like
That's me right there.
the
Waking up
mix-ups.
with chloroform. Well,
Oh,
that was
God.
with that was with ammonia to wake me up.
Oh.
Do you like how I have the mask on all fucked up with the tag showing?
Yep. It's great. You see the price tag on top.
It was an accident, but it's pretty funny. This was one of the first things we shot. This was when everybody was all gung-ho and it was still nice weather out. We didn't have to wear our jackets here.
Oh,
We're like, this is going to be such a fun movie to make.
great. We're here.
So much
We're camping.
The funny thing about that is he couldn't see the lines because he didn't have his glasses or something. So when he was doing his off-camera read, it sounded like that. But whenever we came to film him, he did it perfect. And I was like, dude, I need you to do it shitty again, like you were doing it when you
I
didn't
need
know the
you to
lines.
stutter.
Yeah, I want you to not be sure what you're saying. It's so much more funny. I think I was trying to sound like Jason Statham or something there.
Just do my thing. Guys, additional timestamp 18 minutes and 5-ish seconds. You know, we're there.
Yep, that's where I am. So I've disguised my voice here so he doesn't know who I am.
Okay.
I disguised my voice.
I actually, watching this now, I have a friend whose bachelor party was like this. They like kidnapped him in the middle of the night, threw him in a trunk,
That's awesome.
and drove him 5 hours to the beach. They kept him in the trunk the entire time.
That's fucking scary. I would be pissed if I was that guy.
Surprise, bro! Did you shit yourself? No, because we got you off the toilet earlier.
That's right. You don't have any shit. It was a clean shit.
He's way too chill about that. If someone kidnapped me as a joke, I would be so mad.
It's weeks later. We don't remember what we shot before. I'm just kidding.
Think?
Your girlfriend knows about it, dumbass. It was her idea.
She gave us permission to kidnap you.
It
Therefore,
only-
it's not kidnap.
Only camping, no titty bar. My face is frozen. I guess I'm not on the camera anymore. You got me frozen with this goofy look on my face.
Oh no, you're good on my end. You're good on my end.
Now, all the stuff of me talking to him was filmed at the end of the movie because I had to put it in, so I couldn't do that. That was my cat Jinx at the time. And my character's name is Jinx in the movie. Well, we didn't know that he was going to pass away after the filming though, but he did.
Oh, but
And
you got him in there.
We wanted to work him in the movie though, so we did.
Oh, well, Jinxie.
Yeah, it's a little Jinx right there.
Oh, she's even called Jinx in the movie.
I think we filmed all her stuff at the end too, so he had no idea who he was talking. No one knows who they're talking to. Nobody knows shit. Like you just like literally set up, okay, guys, I need you to say these lines, and we're gonna be shooting. This is what's happening, and action. Try to get it done as quick as possible. I wanted to go for the darker 80s style look in the woods where it was kind of
Mhm.
creepy. Like, you know, now sometimes you see stuff in the woods and it's like all lit up.
Yeah.
Ours is like, no, it's fucking dark in the woods. You can see a little bit of stuff in the background, but not
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's not like lit up like it's Christmas or anything.
No, I like that. You see, like, just like the stuff that's right behind you, like the leaves, the trees, the branches, but nothing like behind it.
Courtesy of the Home Depot construction lights that I have in the trees. Meanwhile, I'm sure the crew is the cast. I mean, is like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Lights up in there. Does he not have anybody coming to help at all? What's he
Like, no,
doing?
it's this. It's one Home Depot light.
Don't worry about it. After I film you, I'm going to hand off the camera to somebody else, and they're going to get my part. Well, don't worry. We're going to film my part 6 months later after this movie's done.
Don't worry.
Because what you do is you just stick somebody else in the clothes, you know, and just don't you shoot them what they call dirty. So this is like one of my favorite characters. His name is Chad in real life, and a lot of these names are the same names of the people that I know. And Chad is like this really pissed off atheist.
He's just mad all the time.
Yeah, he's just mad. He doesn't like he thinks we're all idiots, you know. I haven't really seen him but like once during COVID. That's probably why. He probably thinks if I showed up I'd kill him. He's probably, don't come over here.
Leave me alone.
Don't bring your COVID ass over here. So what's happening here is we actually are playing ourselves for the most part. He's realizing that this is Benny Blades from the Machete movies, but they're called Switchblade in this movie.
I feel like that's the best. So, like, I've been on bachelorette trips where, like, friends, and, like, one bachelorette trip I went on, it was Miss Alabama, like, one of the pageant winners was there, and all these girls are, like, gushing over her.
Yeah.
And I'd gone to high school with her, so I knew her, and I was like, it's just her. And everyone's like, oh my god, what? It's her. And I'm like, yeah.
So he's not too happy about being out there.
He's like, oh.
Thank God for those lanterns to help light us.
She's like, hello.
We're going to use lanterns to light our faces and other lights in the trees.
That's awesome. He's a raging atheist.
I think one time I went out with him one time. I think we were like eating at an IHOP or something, and I guess religion came up somehow, and they just started going at it. So I was like, dude,
no.
I'm putting that shit in the movie. Shit's going in the movie. Anything I've ever heard is going in the movie.
It's happening. For what?
This is so true. People think that when you do these independent films and movies that we're all rich. So when they see us out and about, they think we have all this money. And then when you have to charge them for an autograph and picture, they're like, what the fuck? I do know actors like that do charge a lot for their autograph and picture, though, even no matter where. Yeah, it's funny.
All right.
It happened to me. I was actually trying to. I went to a con and met this actress, and she was kind of like this character. She was just kind of getting annoyed that we were going to take a picture with her and stuff. I'm like, there's nobody at your fucking table. Like,
just take a picture.
What are you annoyed about? Like, I'm paying you, but you don't want to take the fucking picture.
Oh man.
And I think Chad or somebody was there. I don't remember who it was. It was somebody that was trying to take the picture with the cell phone. They just couldn't get it fucking right.
Man.
So I think they had to take like a whole 3 pictures, so she was really getting annoyed by it being the third picture. So I thought that would
Three
be
pictures though? Come on.
yeah. Well, if there was a line, maybe, but there wasn't one.
Ugh.
So that kind of inspired the scene.
$40. We'll take a picture. We'll do our thing.
That's right. I'll give you an autograph and everything for the movie
I'll
Switchblade.
sign your titties. Let's go.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
It was a line?
There's the signature.
It was a
I couldn't stop laughing when I was filming this because they were both doing such a good job at playing it straight. I would bust the takes.
Oh my gosh.
So terrible. He walks off as it's flashing.
He walked off too soon.
Yes, look at this photo you just fucking took, dude. Look at this. That's funny. Look at that. Months later, I shot that insert of that because I was like, dude, do you happen to did you really take pictures? And he's like, yeah. I was like, dude, I need that fucking picture. We got to shoot the insert. Bring that camera back out to set and let it up. It's terrible. You forget to do those things when you're in such a hurry.
Uh-huh.
But thank God he still had them on his phone. He's like, yeah, I still have those pictures we took that night from like 2 months ago.
I got him. Let's go.
I don't know why I couldn't clean up for this movie. I must have been doing something else. They're like, you can't cut your hair or shave.
Honestly, I feel like it plays into the character, though.
They do that to me all the time in this industry. They'll be like, don't shave for the next 6 months.
Oh, God.
These scenes are definitely hard to shoot because there's so much coverage going on and we all needed to be there. So that was so hard to get everybody together just those few days.
So I'm not seeing anyone's breath. Was this towards the beginning, middle, or end of...
Looks like we worked some coats in now because everybody's got coats on now. I think no one's going to fucking remember that you put a coat on, okay, in between. Nobody, because now I've got a coat on.
Okay.
The weird thing is you don't see the breath really, though. Even when it's 15 degrees, you don't see it. It's crazy. You'll sometimes see like ice on a vehicle or something, but you won't see it when they're talking.
Man. This kid's so happy to be there, and I love him.
Yeah, he's my nephew in the movie, and he's just this virgin who's just excited to be around Vinny Blades because he's a movie star. The funny thing about that, though, is we're both in the same movies, but nobody knows who the fuck I am. And that actually happened during the audition process. Like, they would recognize Billy, but they didn't know me from shit. And I'm like, dude, we're in the same fucking movies.
We've been in so much shit together.
Yeah, I'm like, we've done like not... Well, the funny thing, they talk about a specific movie that we were in. That I was like the head boss or like his... Like, I was the main villain, and he was the henchman that worked for me or something. They'd be like, Billy, you were great in that movie. I was like, yeah, I was in it too. And they're like, you were?
You're like, I was his boss. Okay.
Yeah, that was funny.
An additional timestamp, if you need it, guys, is 30 minutes and 10-ish seconds.
That's exactly where I'm at. We're
all in this together.
We're finally synced up.
Yeah.
Typically, people, when they do a fire scene in a movie, they have a fake fire. We were trying to keep a real fire going because we didn't have a budget for a fake fire unit. So we're like, just keep the fucking fire going and we'll get the best we can.
Wait, what's a fake, like just a light with like
paper
on it?
Thing you buy, and it does the different flames. It makes it look like really going. It keeps it consistent on people's faces.
Oh, okay.
Ours isn't as consistent as it should be. But I was like, we'll just make it fucking real, man. Keep the fire going.
Let's go.
Thank you, Raw Beer, for being a sponsor there.
I was about to ask, did the beer company sponsor or?
Well, they let us use the beer, so that's a good
Okay.
thing.
There
They
you
didn't
go.
pay us to use it. We didn't have enough stars.
They were like, we'll just have it in the movie.
Well, that's what you want. So it's a real beer, and you don't have to go make fake ones.
Yes. Or put koozies on everything.
Right. And these are all true stories too. I asked everybody going into the scene, has anybody had any experience that they'd like to share at the campfire? And this is them just really sharing their stuff.
Okay. Let me take notes over here.
Yeah, this is real stuff.
That was a cool shot with the embers flying up in the wind.
That's what I'm saying. You never knew what the real fire was.
Oh, this is good.
This is a real story Billy told me about his house he currently lives in.
Okay.
I think my cat wants to be on this
Bring the
podcast.
cat on.
Another one. She's like, "Can I be on it, Daddy? Can I be on the podcast?" I don't know if they can see you. It's just one of them.
Oh my goodness.
She's a big one.
What is her name?
This is Jazzy.
Oh, hey, Jazzy.
She's like, "What is all this equipment doing out here in my room?"
This is where I lay down.
Do you see how Chad does this though? Every time someone tells a story, he has to piss all over it.
He's like, but wait. Let me one up you.
You're so fake. You guys are full of shit. There's no such thing as ghost big. This was his moment. I'm like, this is your moment, dude. You got to stand up and just really deliver. Tell him what you told the ghost. And sometimes with that fire, man, it would start smoking so bad in their faces, they would just start choking on it.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm like, stop fucking choking.
Stop choking.
We got to get this for real, man. Stop coughing.
You know what they say about smoke, though? Smoke follows beauty. They're just going, you know.
The fire looks so good on them. Why couldn't we do that for the rest of us?
It does. It looks really good.
And certain, yeah, at moment, I guess that's how fires are. They kind of do their thing, you know. You don't know.
Sometimes you look good. Sometimes not so much.
Yeah, sometimes you get an amber. Sometimes you don't get shit. Here he is, man. He's gonna let him know what he thinks about all of us talking about these fucking stories. Fucking Chad.
Oh.
Don't worry. He knows everything. Jarrett knows everything about. He's super smart.
Oh, this is the raging atheist.
Yes, the rage is coming out.
The rage. He's rampaging. Let's go.
He did not keep his word to me. He's letting the rage of the atheist out.
It's like, this ghost saved my life, all right? Let me have it.
I got to calm this moment down. Does that always happen, though? You invite that one friend and you tell them, come, but don't bring up that shit. Don't bring up the shit because then you guys are going to fight. And then bring the shit up.
Don't start the fight at the bachelor party, all right? Just don't do it.
It's a fucking bachelor party. What are you doing?
What are you fucking doing, bro? Leave that shit at home.
Fuck down.
That stays at home with your broad. You don't bring it out with the boys, okay? Okay.
Man, I did really good on some of that lighting. Those two guys look great. Who lit me? Who the fuck lit me? They could have done a better job.
Honestly, I'm loving, like, the flicker from the light. It feels like I'm at a campfire right now, and I
That's
like that.
that's good. It was all real.
Oh,
Oh, he almost killed himself there. Thank God he didn't hit the camera. That was a perfect fall, though, wasn't it? He
that was
just
a good fall. Was that a real punch, or was that like a?
no, it was a stunt punch, but he sold it so good. He just crushed that freak. It almost landed right on the camera. I mean, he couldn't have felt any more perfect than he did.
Just like went down. Oh my gosh, who is this? Oh my god. Wait, is this a park ranger stripper? Is this about to be a moment?
You gotta watch and see what happens.
She
That's
seems too hot to be a
That's
park ranger.
Ellie Shudo from the movie. Gosh, she did a few movies with Scorsese. Shutter Island. She played the nurse that did some scenes with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
So it's so funny that we get all these people from these big studio films and they're all of a sudden in Cherokee Creek.
just like we're just here. It's fine. No big deal.
Just come out and be a park ranger in this movie. I know you're used to working with good old Marty and Leo, but we're gonna put you in the park ranger outfit and put you in
Come
Cherokee.
hang out with us.
And we have no budget, so you need to buy your own outfit.
Oh no. Oh my god. It's BYOA, okay? So bring your own outfit. BYOO, excuse me. Bring your own outfit.
And you're like, is this movie a Bigfoot movie or a bachelor party? I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You're just like, hello, I'm here.
It eventually will turn into a Bigfoot movie, maybe. So when we're filming all this stuff, we still don't know if we're ever going to get enough money to get a Bigfoot. So
Here's all of my money. Let's go.
you're like, is this just going to be a raunchy comedy, or is there going to be a Bigfoot? It depends if we can get enough money to get a Bigfoot. That was some trick photography right there that I was doing. So
This
tough.
honestly is good. I'm liking the shots here.
Rocking that focus was a money shot. And we're all blind, so imagine there's like me and Billy both trying to do the camera. I'm like marking it with tape, going, if you turn the dial here, it's in focus, and then you got to turn it back here so she's in focus. At this scene, every single fucking person is in this like garage area with heaters. They're not even on the set.
Oh my gosh. So it's just the two of you.
Yeah, and then she's got this little space heater thing that's got real, whatever the fuck you got to put in there, with kerosene or whatever to make it work. It's actually keeping her warm there.
And you're just freezing to death over there.
Well, she could run off to it if she needed to every once in a while.
Okay.
But it's weird that there's no breath, like you said. This is me just throwing caution in the wind. Like, do you know Vinny Blades by any chance?
She's like, I love him. Of course. Bedroom eyes? Yes. Let's go.
That's him. It's so funny. Those are just leftover shots that I'd had of him. And I was like, that works so good for that part.
Let's use it. It's fine.
Kitty, what are you doing now?
Come on, Biddy. Get on over here, bud.
Talk to the park ranger so we don't all go to jail. She's a fan of yours. Bring some special brownies over.
Bring some of those not pot brownies. Let's go, bud. Come on.
Special brownies. Dude, someone gave me a fucking brownie like that once. I almost died.
Same. First time I ever had an edible was a pot brownie someone gave me. They didn't tell me not to eat the whole thing. I ate the whole thing.
Oh,
and
God.
I died. I died.
I was fucked up for like, my wife said she saw me running around the apartment for like 12 hours.
Oh God.
Well, no one tells. I knew nothing about how long it would take to kick in. I think mine took like 4 hours, and
Oh
then
yep.
I'm just sitting here eating more chocolate and pieces and shit. Like, oh, this doesn't even work. I don't.
No. Oh no.
Nothing happens until it happens, and then it's too late.
Yep. So with edibles, you gotta be super careful. Super careful.
Yeah, I haven't touched it since. I was like,
You're like, never again. I'm good.
I thought I died, so that was enough. Do you see how he's even thinking about it now? He still wants to get that $40 for his autograph and picture.
He's like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Here we go, though. Here's how we're gonna save the day. Check it out. He's got the Sharpie ready.
He's gonna sign her boobs. Yes, sign
There we
boobs.
go. That does not look like the line the other guy got.
It doesn't. Not at all.
He still doesn't sign, though. He printed it. My character's not happy. He never gets to sign any titties. It's like, why? He's like, nothing. I'm in the same movie.
Shaking it.
Am I supposed to be seeing where people are commenting, or where's this comment thread? I see nothing.
So we've had a few roll tides, and then we've had a few people. Gary's still in the chats.
Gary's still hanging out.
Gary's here.
Gary, you're
Roswell's here.
Gary? This scene I wrote on the way to set, and a lot of people were going to have to wrap out early that night. So I came up with this thing called whip pan idea, where I would shoot someone, say a couple words, and then shoot over and get the other person real quick. I love it, though. This is one of my favorite scenes I shot in the movie. It's very hard to get it, though, because the timing has to be perfect.
Is everyone like super high in this scene? Like high for the characters?
What? A little bit, yes. Some of them. Well, the other guy, yes, because he doesn't know what we've been doing to him.
Okay. Okay.
There's a deleted. There's a lot of deleted scenes. There's 40 minutes of deleted scenes probably. Like we were like, there's a scene where we're eating burgers, and then the vegetarian guy gets freaked out, and then Billy gets freaked out, wanting to know why we didn't bring him any vegetarian food.
Okay.
But I was like, we gotta get this movie rolling. Like we gotta get Bigfoot in here because we gotta get the strippers in, get Bigfoot in here because we've been clowning around too long.
All right, so everyone's just high on pot brownies right now.
Some of the people are, not everybody.
Okay.
He definitely is. He is, and she is. The rest of us are just drinking.
Oh, they're all way too calm about wolves being in the woods.
Yeah, we gave him brownie earlier, but it's a deleted scene because we couldn't get him to calm down. Remember how he wanted to leave?
Yeah.
He comes back, and Vinny gives him a brownie, and then he starts to out a little bit.
Yes, this is Bigfoot, Big Feet, Big Footsies. They're here. Bigfoot's in the woodsin, you know.
Nobody knows what the fuck's going on right now.
So Gary wants to know how many days did you film principal photography?
Well, we couldn't start until 11 p.m. at night, and then we had to wrap around 4:30 a.m. because that's when you could start hearing planes and traffic again. Even out in the woods, the planes were so fucking bad until 11 o'clock at night. So we wouldn't start until 11, wrap around 4:30, 5 a.m. We weren't shooting very long at all. Total, I think it was like 30 half days or night. So maybe 2 weeks if we actually had a time to shoot full nights. But we never did more than like 2 takes unless something just went totally wrong. I was like, we got to nail it in 2 and keep moving.
Who could hire strippers to come into the woods?
Well, I did for real because those are real strippers, and I hired them. Interesting thing, the girl with the pink wig on there, she was a last-minute replacement. The girl we had hired was coming in from San Antonio, and she did not show.
Oh, okay.
And she's also a vegan. So she knew the vegan at the beginning of the movie. I was like, hey, dude, do you know any strippers? He's like, I know a vegan stripper. And I was like, how great.
Vegan stripper.
let me see if she'll come and do the movie. And she was like, I don't know how to do any of this acting stuff. I said, don't worry, we'll pay you and I'll walk you through it.
We'll get you through, babes. Let's go.
Yep, just be a stripper and the rest won't matter.
What? Why is your boss not just with you guys?
Maybe he was taking a shit, who knows?
taking a woodsy shit, you know?
His schedule would not allow him to be there. So I made a deal. I made a deal with this dude here. This is the guy that plays Bigfoot, but he didn't want to play Bigfoot. He wants to be an actor. So I said, dude, you play Bigfoot. I'll write a scene for you. So therefore, Brick was written.
He's here.
Yep. That's how Brick was waiting off in the winds. He couldn't walk up with the girls. He had to hang out somewhere else.
I mean, honestly, good business practice. He's not like sketching anyone out, you know?
You guys can just hang in there for another 10 minutes or so. It's going to start really getting going. The story will pick up. All the introductions are over. The character backstories are done.
It's time for boobies and Bigfoot, all right?
Yeah, boobies and Bigfoot's coming up. Yeah, we literally had him for such a short period of time as himself.
Yeah.
And as Bigfoot. It was really so quick. We actually had to shoot him right here, and then he takes off, and then the rest of it's us just acting like he's there.
Man. Yeah, he looks very tall. He looks very tall.
He's like 6'5", 6'6". Well, he was a big dude.
God.
And I'm barely 5'10", so yeah, he looked pretty huge.
I wanted to get out of here.
So at this point, Brick has left set, and we're trying to act like he's still there.
Like, bro, you are still here.
Just us. So we'll look at him every once in a while. He had no idea what we were talking about, and we didn't know what we were going to talk about either. I was like, dude, I'll just ramble on about something, just like you're looking at us.
Yeah, just make it go. Look confused. Honestly, Jake sounds like me with my guy friends. I'm like, bro, it's fine. We're gonna go to the strip club. We're gonna have a good time. Your girlfriend's fine. It's fine.
They're like, no, she'll find out and leave me.
Be like, just tell her you're with me. It's fine. And then all my friends are like,
that's gonna help the matter.
Yeah.
That will definitely get him in trouble.
I have a friend on night before his wedding. I was in his wedding as a bridesmaid. His wife was just like, you can go out, but you can't go out if Natalia's there. And he's like, she's not there. And then he showed up at the bar. He's like, I'm not here. You're not here. We're not hanging out together the night before the wedding because my wife will kill us both tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, on it. Cool.
This is what I'm trying to tell. This is what I try to tell you guys. Bachelor parties aren't for you, bro. They're for us. Guys who are married and miserable. They don't get it, though. They don't get it. I went to another one. This fucking guy wanted to go to Top Golf. That was the fucking bachelor party.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Top Golf.
You can't do Top Golf for... No.
Even this dude's telling him he's pussy whipped. He knows.
Yeah. You're pussy whipped, bro.
The time is running out for the strippers. I'm about to pack them up and leave already.
Your clock started before they got here. Let's wrap it up.
Hurry up.
Okay.
So stupid.
Why can't I go first?
Watch your uncle. He'll show you how it's done.
Oh my god.
And then the park ranger wants to go first. I don't think she knew what was going on.
No, it's my first time. Let's go. Oh, I love the old CD player.
I know, and he actually told me he had a boombox. I said, "You got a boombox?" He's like, "Yeah, I got a boom one." And he showed up. I was like, "That's not a fucking boombox, bro."
It's a CD. I had one of those when I was like 10 years old.
This is where we started getting in all kinds of trouble right here.
This is when Amazon was like, "You can't have this on our platform for free."
This is gonna be on Prime for free. Even though
Jeff Bezos and his now girlfriend were like, "No, no, 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 no."
dude, they have stuff way worse on there even right now.
I know they do.
But it's got studio labels on it, though. That's the thing.
That is true.
It's not it's not an independent.
Man.
They're more harsher on the independent films.
Yes. So Gary said that he and Lewis went to Topgolf while filming Daylight's End.
Oh yeah.
Was it for a bachelor party, Gary, or were you just there for
No.
giggles?
I don't. There's no telling what him and Lewis do. Okay. I can imagine they get in plenty of trouble. I have a feeling Lewis could get us all in trouble.
I feel like I want to hang out with Lewis next time we're all hanging out. Let's.
You know
Sounds like a
who
fun
Lewis
time.
is, right? Lewis Mandalore?
I don't, but I want to hang out now.
Oh boy. He's the guy that was in Daylight's End. He's got the eyes.
Oh, he does have the eyes. Okay,
He's got
Gary,
he's got the bedroom eyes like Benny Blades.
we need the introduction made. Gary said they were up to no good. They may have been making trouble in the neighborhood.
That's what I told you. If you're with Lewis, you're already in trouble. Look at Chad. It's all falling into play now. Chad's got everything on pat now because he's filming him with the titty dances.
Oh,
And he's over there taking a piss, which you don't do in
you
Bigfoot's
can't
woods.
do that in Bigfoot's woods.
See, that's the thing. Everybody wants more death, but I'm like, nobody's had to pee your shit yet. It takes a little while. You got to build it up.
I swear on my life, what the fuck? That was perfect.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
here we go.
that.
It's the dick bar. It's dick time.
It's dick time.
Can you imagine these guys? They had never done anything like this. And I said, dude, you guys I want you guys to almost touch each other's dicks, but don't do it.
Oh my gosh.
I want them to be all over her face. And they were like, what?
I need you grinding your thonged dick on this woman's face, please. Been to one Chip and Dale show, and it was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done.
Did you hear the line they just said? I said, dude, don't you guys want to talk? And they go, what would we say? I said, just think of something that would be offensive. And the guy says, knock, knock. And the other one said, are you ready for my cock? I was like, perfect.
If I don't have a dude say that to me at some point in my future, I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to need that knock knock joke in bed.
Knock, knock. Isn't that funny? Those guys, they're just going for it. They're so cool.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, we would never do anything like this. I said, well, it's for the movie, though.
It's for the movie.
You got to do it for the movie.
Also, what is... She's getting into a fight at the dick bar, and I love this.
And then they're filming the dick bar fight. That's Caroline, though, man. She gets all mad.
She's going. It's great.
It was just going for it. Amazon's like, censor, censor. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
This dude actually is the guy that owns the dick bar.
Ah.
Oh,
Is it an actual dick bar?
Oh, yeah, LeBear. It's world famous. They make documentaries about this place.
La Bear.
It was funny because I kept trying to find dick dancers in a place to shoot it at, and no one would let me.
Uh-huh. And then
So
I just come here, it's fine.
I was like, let's just go try the real dick bar and see what happens. And they were so cool to us. I actually jumped in the fire at that point.
Oh my gosh. All right, so Rob Medina wants to know if there was supposed to be more people in the male strip bar, which I remember earlier you saying that only a few
There was
people
supposed to be a lot more. That's why the opening shot, you saw some shots I did of the during normal business hours when it was full.
Okay.
Because there was lots of women said they were going to be there, and they chickened out on us.
Chickened out?
They chickened out. They pussed out, man. They didn't show up.
You chickened out on a free dick bar? Bro.
Yeah, they were all going to get free dick dances.
I would have been there if I'd known. I'm all about a free dick dance. Let's go. Make it happen.
Man, he did a really good job on this. I got to give it to Sheldon. Once again, he hadn't used the gimbal much. I was like, I'm going to put this up on the gimbal, and this is what I want you to do. I just want you to go all the way through. This guy was so stoked to do whipped cream on his chest.
That honestly, I would want to be at this bachelor party. This looks like a fun time.
I originally wanted to get the song Pop That Pussy from Two Live Crew, but I could never get him to commit or talk to me about it. So I just ended up talking to this other guy. This is Brain Claw, I think is the name. And he said, man, listen to my album. And I listened to it, and this song was perfect. It matched up to our dancing, thank God.
So it gives me Rob Zombie vibes. We're good. Everything's great.
So the Bigfoot stuff is starting to kind of pick up now. We've killed Brick off, and now people have been drinking and eating and doing all kinds of shit. So stuff's going to start happening.
Okay.
Plus, we're strippers, so you know that everybody wants to have sex with the strippers.
Yeah. I'm out of here. I'm not high anymore. Oh, yeah. There does need to be a sequel, Gary, so I can go to the dick bar. I'll show up. I'll bring friends.
Titty bitches.
Titty bitches.
I just thought that was the funniest thing. I don't know where I came up with that, or if somebody else did, but I was just like, we need to use that throughout the movie. Titty bitches.
Oh, this chick's pissed.
This dude is such a badass. He was also in Daylight's In, if you remember. He's the one that comes up to that girl and goes, "Don't move, bitch."
Oh.
We're kind of painting a picture here that she's such a bitch that even her friends wouldn't pay for her dances, and they sent him out to collect the money from her.
They're just like, no, we're not doing this with you, babes.
So a lot of this is another scene, just like Brick. This scene wasn't totally necessary, but when he told me, he goes, "Dude, I would love to be in your movie if you could write something for me." And I was like, "I'm writing a fucking scene for you, bro."
I'm on it. Don't worry. I got you.
2 dances, 3 drinks.
Every weekend? Oh, she has no cash. She's like, fuck you out.
That was so funny. We had to go back and shoot that pickup where I said, you're in here getting them dicks every weekend like crack or something." I thought of that as after everybody left. I was like, dude, you got to go back over there. I just felt really offensive.
You just gotta get back in. Let's go.
Let's go say one more line about dicks and crack.
Oh no, he's peeing. You can't pee in the woods, dude.
It's starting to happen.
It's happening.
The pride of Texas. I got to show that label.
Gotta do it. You gotta get in.
You got to make sure the actors are doing that. You're like, dude, you got to turn it so the camera can see the label.
What the fuck? Hey, man.
Who is this?
This is going to explain what's been going on. So my bright idea was to hire the strippers and a Bigfoot actor because we know Pat loves Bigfoot.
Okay. This makes sense. And
So
I respect it.
We got the Bigfoot actor running around. We got everybody. Everyone thinks there's a Bigfoot out there. This was one of the very first scenes that we shot in the woods. I think it was the first scene. So everybody was warm and hot when we did this one. If you ever see the movie Power on Netflix, he's in the beginning of that. C.G. Lewis is the young kid.
Okay.
This was his first acting gig. And then I ended up doing headshots with him and got a couple more agents for him and stuff. He's been doing a lot of good stuff.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
This is me kind of making fun of acting. Everybody's like, you got to go method. You don't even know what's going on anymore. You become Bigfoot.
You are Bigfoot.
And he's making fun of the outfit too. He's like, why didn't you wear the fucking costume that we gave you? This one looks like shit.
Do what we want you to do.
That's actors, though. They always do that shit. They'll show up with their own wardrobe or show up with something that you totally didn't want them to wear.
Man.
What is this shit? Where's the stuff that we gave you? And they're like, oh,
I wasn't feeling that for this character.
I didn't like it.
Oh, the strippers are peeing. Oh no.
Yes, everyone. This is just like a fucking piss fest right now. They're just waiting. They're just doing everything they can to get Bigfoot to show up to their
Let's
location.
go.
They really had to pee too, which is funny. They go, "Can we pee for real?" I'm like, "Sure,
Just
go for it."
over there, your thing.
It was
Pee in the
pretty
woods.
bad. It was making this huge puddle. Both of them like, that might be too much. You wrap it up.
Like, well, no, we have to actually pee. We have to do our thing.
They just found a limb where they were at. There was like a body part there.
Oh,
That's why they're screaming. When they were peeing on the dirt, it kind of washed the dirt away and it exposed like this.
oh, expose the hand. Okay.
Like a oh, it's a skull actually. This is also a deleted scene. At one point, everybody's on their phones and not talking, so he
Okay.
collected all their cell phones and put them in one of the tents.
Solid.
So
I'm gonna do it.
put people in on the gig here that they know that in order for the big thing to work, you can't have cell phones. You got to get all that shit away from these guys. So it's all lining up now. We got everybody away from camp so he can go back and get the cell phones.
They both look so cold.
There's this. You can kind of see it. I probably should have done a better shot of it, but it's there.
It's happening. There's a Bigfoot, bro. I love that that's like the first thing everyone hops to is like, it's Bigfoot, not the wolves we heard earlier. It's Bigfoot.
Well, he was telling the story when we first got there at the campfire. He was saying this is where all the Bigfoot sightings are.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this is where the very first Bigfoot sighting happened in the U.S. So we're doing everything we can to make him believe that Bigfoot is definitely
That's
there.
Bigfoot. Like, we're doing it. It's here.
Now he's going to explain the rules because he knows them because he's a Bigfoot dude. He knows all about Bigfoot.
Rawr.
All people do is piss and shit in the woods. Just piss shit.
Honestly,
fornicate.
it's kind of true, though.
Yeah. I know I did all those things when I was in the woods.
If I go camping, like, I'm peeing in the woods. That's how it's
If
going.
you're going camping, you're just to piss shit and fornicate.
Yeah.
And if nobody's with you, masturbate. Whatever. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not out there just to, like, look at trees, bro. Okay?
Yeah, I gotta go to bed. I gotta do something. I can't just fall asleep.
It gets dark at 7 p.m. I don't fall asleep till 10. What do you think I'm doing for 3 hours in my tent?
10 o'clock. It's gonna be way later than that for me. I'm still awake at like 3 a.m. It's gonna be sun up in like 3 hours.
I'll be very honest. When I go camping, I'm just like, what is that noise? What's going on? The entire time.
He's definitely not feeling good. He's feeling the beer in the pot now. It's getting worse.
Oh no. He's like, Blade's got it. Don't mind me.
He's like every guy that meets his first stripper. He's so in love.
He's like, you're
She likes me. She loves me.
I love you. Oh.
She gave me her phone number. Oof. Wonder what that was. It might have been vegetable soup, I think. We put some Campbell's vegetable soup. Sorry, Campbell's.
Some SpaghettiOs. Just no. I think I was drugged.
Where the fuck is Bigfoot?
What's going on?
I don't know. Oh, there's someone left behind.
Uh-oh.
More pissing and shitting going on. Bigfoot's not gonna like this.
Sir, what are you doing? Yeah, we're gonna party with harlots without you, bro.
Harlots, it's so funny.
Taking a nap. What are you doing?
This night, the only people on set is me and Billy. Billy is there to things at Chad.
Wait, is he peeing on the beer? Why are you peeing on the beer?
Because it's funny. I thought it was.
Gross.
He's
Guys
peeing
are
everywhere.
weird.
Well, he heard the story. Remember, he was talking. He knows these Bigfoot things, so he's just like, "Fuck you."
Oh.
They do it everywhere. I'll show you guys. Uh-oh.
Gonna pee all over your stuff.
Somebody's watching Bigfoot. Somebody's watching him pee. Those are all true statements.
Yeah.
Like Billy was cranking in those limbs.
He's like, I'm gonna pee. Yeah, you're right, Roswell. Peeing in the beer cooler is not cool, bro. Fuck you. Go back in my tent.
This movie is so ridiculous.
Who?
Stop, guys.
Sorry, I peed on your stuff.
He actually got. Did you see when as he was getting in the tent? He really did get hit with a fucking big old piece of.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Damn, that was a big one.
I'm sorry I peed on everyone's stuff. I'm just really high right now.
What's up, Mr. Atheist? I thought you were a badass. You didn't believe in Bigfoot.
Wait, is he saying like the Lord's Prayer or something right now?
He's trying to remember it.
Oh, she's big mad. She's listening to some hard rock. She's
Yeah,
going. Oh. What is that?
This it's on
Oh,
his
the
phone.
phones.
One of the phones that's in there, yeah. Now that happened to me one night. I was at a movie with a friend and I forgot to tell my wife. And we went to the latest showing. And you can do that Find My iPhone where it makes noise.
Oh no.
So she did that. And it just keeps going off during the fucking movie. And everybody wants to beat our ass. And I'm like, my fucking phone's off, bro. Fuck you. Like, we're about to really get in a fight. And they're like, it's coming from you, motherfucker. I'm like, it's not coming from me. My fucking phone is off, motherfucker.
No.
And then I get off and I tell my wife, when we get home, I'm like, dude, some motherfucker's phone was going off in the fucking movie and we almost got in a fight. She goes, that was me tracking your phone. I was like, what? So that's how that got in the movie.
Okay. I like that.
Yep. She was doing Find My iPhone to figure out where the fuck I was at because I did not tell her to get a movie at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I was the asshole and didn't know it.
God, you were that person.
Yep, it was my phone. Because when you do Find My iPhone, it's going to make the noise.
Oh man.
And she just kept doing it too, over and
Like,
over. He'll get the hang of it. Pick it up. And me and my friend was like, this score is really fucked up. It sounds like a goddamn phone going off.
It was your phone the entire time.
Everyone's wanting to beat our asses, and we're like, fuck you. It's not us. We turn our fucking phone off. It's in the movie.
Part of the movie, you assholes. Oh no.
Man, they just missed Bigfoot, didn't they?
They did. Chet's cat. It shouldn't even be here. My pillow smells like piss and I don't know why.
Well, he was in Chad's tent, so he doesn't know. That was the tent he didn't get to pee on.
Okay.
I assume that's your dog.
My dog. If he doesn't stop, I'm gonna have to go calm him down.
There's a doggy coming out to play.
Little poop hoops.
Look at those trees, man. I love the lighting on him. That's so
Honestly,
cool.
the lighting through the tree branches, I'm in love with it. Like
Look
the
at-
shadows on him are perfect.
Yeah, it was so fucking hard. It was super windy that night too.
Oh, it's so good. Alright, I'm gonna go just calm my dog down. I'll be right back.
Do it.
Barrett. Barrett. Hey. What are you doing?
I think Chad's getting a little freaked out. He's finally running for his life. Bastard. Serves him right. Raging atheist. Even got scared by that owl. Oh, shit. That's when Bigfoot's hair and makeup looked really good. It started to fail as the night goes on, but right there, Bigfoot's looking pretty badass on set. Punch right through the guts from behind the back. She missed that death scene. Dang it. She's going to miss all the death scenes. She better hurry up. Put that dog away and get back. We got another guy who's going to take a shit. This has actually happened to me a couple times, even just going out hiking or doing stuff at parks where there's no bathroom in sight and you just go, dude, I got to go. After watching this movie, though, I've been smart enough to at least bring toilet paper, but I could totally see myself doing this. Like, if I was in the woods and I couldn't do anything, I would do what this guy does, for sure. You back? Because I'm trying to do the commentary.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
You missed Chad. He died.
Did Chad die? No!
He ran into fucking Bigfoot. He was running from Bigfoot and an owl scared him, and then he turned the other direction, ran into him, and fell down, and then Bigfoot punched him to the back and came through his stomach. That's what.
No!
So this dude, he's ate a lot of hot dogs and stuff, so he's about to take a dump.
Do
Actually,
hot dogs make you poop?
Well, he's been drinking and pooping. I mean, he's got to poop at some point.
Oh,
He didn't
okay.
have. He tried to wipe with the leaves. It wasn't working. There you go.
Oh, so he's just sock? No!
He's using the sock, man. He's getting it crap all over the sock. Funny story, when I brought the sock out there, I went and prepped all this stuff. I prepped the poop, and I prepped the sock, and he thought it was a real piece of shit, and he thought it was real shit on the sock, but it was just chocolate and peanut butter.
Oh, no.
But I think it might have been Hershey syrup and peanut butter. I don't know how it made it. It looked real, though, and he was freaking out. Like, everybody was freaking out that I took a shit. They're like, you brought shit to set?
I'm freaking out for him because it looks like real shit.
Yeah.
So chocolate peanut butter is the way to go.
Yeah, so he went for the dump. So now he's not doing too good.
Okay. Honestly, these lanterns are providing like a really nice lighting on the face.
Yeah. And then I've got the lights above the trees shining down to give the branches a little bit of light.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want it to always be creepy. Because when you're in the woods, it really is dark as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
This looks great. I love how I got that moon shot.
So is that the real moon or was that edited in?
Moon.
Dude, hell yes.
So he thinks he's talking to the kid again, right? He's like, the kid came back with the real outfit this time.
He's hugging him?
Well, he said, let's hug it out, bitch, like in Entourage. That's from Entourage.
No.
No more method. No more method.
And then it just cuts back to you just like, this is it.
Bigfoot has fucking crushed his guts. I'm trying to figure out where what the fuck is his name? Big, not Big, but fucking.
Big
I
Brad.
forgot the
Let's
name
go.
of my character's Brick. I'm like, where the fuck is Brick? I need to pay him so he can get the fuck out of here because Jinx is cheap.
Good thing.
We didn't need Brick to be there watching the titty dance, and though he would have made us uncomfortable. That's why he stood from afar.
You just watched from the background.
That's right. Brick, you stay over there. Don't be trying to come in on our titty show.
Man.
So this is real life again, imitating art, because like I said, when we were auditioning people, they would be like, I remember Billy from that movie. And I'm like, I was in that movie. And they're like, no, you weren't.
You're like, yes, I was. I was.
So look, they don't believe me either. They're like, now a lot of movies, when they do the driving sequences, they do green screen and stuff. But I mounted the camera up in there and I've got the sound right underneath there. And I'm just like, we're doing this shit for real. Like, I just want you to go off and go crazy as you're driving by people and just say these lines.
Honestly, I'm loving this. Again, music reminds me of Rob Zombie. She's mad. This is me in a mad mood. And I'm here for it.
These are all real conversations that we had in real life. And I told him, I'm going to say a lot of stuff to piss you off in this movie, but you got to go with it, bro. Just do it. I'm going to unload on you in this scene. That's a true story. He had told me to go get a passport to go with him to Toronto or some film festival. And I think he either found out he had a kid that he didn't know about or something. Something happened. And then he couldn't get a passport because he owed child support or something on that. He took care of it, but at that time I wasn't able to go. So I spent like $350 on a passport to get a rush on it, and then he couldn't get his. So I was like fucking pissed. Quit cop blocking, man.
Billy, I'm the asshole here tonight. I'm the cop block. I'm the fucking asshole here tonight. I'm catching an STD or something.
Like, I'm trying to help you.
I'm trying to help you. His cock is diseased. If you fuck this guy, you're gonna get an STD. So who's gonna fuck me?
And he's like, yeah, babes, let's go. Let's go.
Man, let's leave this guy. He doesn't need 2 girls. I need 2 girls. One of you's coming with me. That's all there is to it.
One of you's gonna come suck my dick, okay?
You've seen this movie, haven't you?
I haven't, but I'm planning.
She's all rubbing his shoulder. That's hilarious. I can't believe he just said.
Honestly, that sounds like a good night to me. Not getting knocked up, not getting an STD. I'm here for it. Let's go.
I mean, you're the big winner. Come on.
You're the big winner. Let's go. No herpes for you tonight, babes. Let's get it.
All right, well, it's coming.
You're just like, all right.
If anybody doesn't want to see any sex scenes or any full frontal nudity,
Close your eyes.
You're about to get an eyeful.
Oh, we're getting push-ups. It's the push-ups.
In a few minutes, you're gonna get a little bit of everything. Even clapping push-ups, man. You gotta do both.
The worst part is, I dated a dude that would do push-ups before we'd have sex.
That's awesome. I can't imagine what the people were thinking. We had some behind the scenes photographers out there for this night. And, to be respectful, you wear a cock sock. So
Yeah.
I constantly would just be walking around set with a sock on. And she would have a robe, and I'm just like sitting there in my sock discussing the scene. Going, okay, this is what we're going to do. Well, I didn't really have time to put a robe on. I mean, we're still in the middle of the scene, so almost like, okay, change camera and let's go, and the sock off.
She's like, here we are, let's have it happen.
And there it was, all the full frontal glory. Oh, I did it twice in case you missed it the first time.
Yep, I saw it both times we're here.
And then I'm just standing there like a weirdo. Now, the funny thing about that shot, we had shot it a couple times, and it came out blurry.
She's like, we have to go again.
So I went out to go shoot it by myself with that guy Sheldon.
Yeah.
And he stand in. So I locked off the camera, put it on sticks, and I said, "Listen, I'm going to film myself just doing it by myself, and I'll do the dialogue and everything. You just keep an eye out, make sure nobody comes." And all of a sudden, he goes into that place and turns the heater on. So I'm sitting here, it's blowing my sound and everything, and I'm all like, got my semi so I don't look shriveled up in the cold. And I'm like, dude, turn off the fucking heat. Turn off the heat. I'm trying to do
off. Also, was this cold at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
There's the condom. Can you imagine if the property owner would have walked out there and I'm just sitting there filming myself totally nude, doing dialogue by myself? What a weird...
What am I letting you do on my property?
He did go out to the place a couple times and saw like stuff, body parts and limbs and titties and dicks and all kinds of stuff. He was like, "What's going on?"
He's like, "What is this? What
are
you
like,
doing?"
I told you.
This is my great-great-grandfather's land before it was mine. What are you doing out here?
This is one of the funniest things as they're about to get ready to do the positions. Billy goes, "You're the director. What the fuck are we doing?" I was like, "Just act like you're having sex." The trees are looking good again.
Where?
This is all based on true stories too. I had girls ask me weird stuff during those times, and I would be like, "What the fuck are you asking me that for right now?"
Like, I tried to shave a landing strip. It was crooked, so now there's nothing. Okay.
Exactly. I fucked up, and now I had to shave the whole thing, which is true. I did. That's exactly what happened. I fucked up, shaved the whole thing.
And then your nephew's just watching from the bushes.
Yeah, he's like, "Man, look at this girl's boobs."
I love that you're just in socks.
Yeah,
no shoes, just socks.
I did that on purpose too. I thought it'd be funny. There he goes beating it again. This is where it was like, no go on the movie. No go on this movie. This is a no go.
Oh my god. I'm next. We're gonna keep it in the fucking family. Oh my god.
I wrote that line on the spot. I take full credit for that line.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the stripper was not coming at the same time.
This is it, baby. This is where it all pays off. He shot on Bigfoot. Look at that face.
Oh my god!
That's the most expensive shot in the entire movie, was that face. That's where all the movie's budget went to, was that Bigfoot revealed the face.
Oh my god! Bigfoot just ripped his dick off!
Look at those balls. They look great. Look at that.
Oh my god!
That reveal was great, though. That was all about the face. Because a lot of Bigfoot movies weren't showing the face back in the day. And I was like, we got to show the face.
Yeah, scary. We're all here for my
What is
reactions.
this hair? I never went to hair and makeup, obviously. I would just put the camera down and put it somewhere. Start shooting again. Then I watched the movie and go, Jesus Christ, what was up with his hair? I bet you she was like, I cannot believe the stuff this guy's saying to me right now.
Like, no one would ever actually talk to me like this. But I'm gonna let it happen because I'm in a movie. Oh, he's not dead yet. He just has no eyeballs or balls. There's no balls in his body anymore.
Hey, balls have been taken out. Testicles and eyeballs.
Oh my god. Ah!
The whole thing was to see who could come to.
Oh,
Terrible.
you're like, high five Bigfoot, let's go.
Yeah, that's my buddy, bro. That's the guy we hired. There we go.
Oh! Oh my god, the stripper's head!
I told you this movie is ridiculous.
Oh my god!
There it
It's
is.
gone!
You've been bobbited. She bit my cock off, Vinny. She bit it
Lane's
off.
just like, I'm gonna fix you up. I'm gonna get you, bro.
Yep, I
got you.
got you, bro. You're my producer. We got to make more movies. She kicks Bigfoot in the nuts. Look at that face. That's great. The makeup looked good then. It can only last for so long, though. There we go. Get those eyes moving. They had a blink.
Oh my god. Yeah, I saw the blink on the decapitated head.
I paid extra for that. That was actually a visual effect. He's got it. Let's go.
You're running in socks. And your friend's got your dick.
And that shit hurts, too, in the woods, man.
Oh.
Look at that. I love all that Bigfoot stuff right there. Oh, man, he clawed her chest all up.
Oh my god.
She just keeps screaming, looking at herself.
Oh no, the bear trap.
I should put this scene on my reel. That would be a good one.
Oh. Oh god, now you don't have a hand or a dick.
Yeah, I'm in real trouble. Pretty good convincing scene. I like this.
Just go, man.
So as we're filming this scene, one of the strippers has just showed up, and she's pretty much done with the movie. She's like, "I'm gonna give you another hour to get whatever you need of me, and I'm not coming back."
She's like, I'm done
But
with
I'm
all
sitting
this.
over here naked and covered in blood with my hand in a bear trap. I'm like, just have her wait a few more minutes and let me get this scene done. So I think we knocked this out.
On.
This was probably knocked out in like 1 or 2 takes at the most.
Oh my gosh. I'm loving this so far.
It's totally a party movie where you have your friends over, you drink and just laugh at the ridiculousness of it.
So good. Those are the best movies, though.
The whole idea of the movie was for it to be a midnight movie that people could go see, and we tested it with over 600 people. So when we did the 2 screenings with the 300 at each screening, they loved it. I mean, the whole audience really got into it. That's why I argue with people. I was like, it's a midnight movie, dude. You can't watch it by yourself. It's boring. You gotta like have it. I always would try when I would test it with people. I would always have at least like 5 to 6 people over or more. 6 to 10 people over and watch it and just see how everyone would react to it.
Yeah.
But if you just invited like 1 or 2, you get decent reactions, but it's not the same because it's like a party movie.
The thing with like movies, if you're watching like 1 or 2 people, I feel like people are always on their best behavior, but you get a whole crowd, everyone's just like, fuck yeah, let's go with it. Oh my god, he's been asleep this whole time!
And then he's trying to look, he's all blurry and shit. He's like, I can't even see this motherfucker.
What's there taking their head in your hands?
Yeah, this was such a great scene. The fucked up thing is, I had Billy give a great performance on this part. They both did, and people kept stealing the dick. We don't know where the dicks were going. So one of the dicks that was left didn't look good, and I was like, "This fucking dick looks like shit." So we had to call the dick makers up. I had to call the dick makers up and go, "Dude, you got to make another dick. Like someone stole the good dick. This dick looks like shit. So make another dick and deliver it to me." So we had to do that scene again with Billy. We were able to use some of the close-ups, I think. But can you imagine? Look, that's like shaking.
It's a real decapitated dick.
The fact that it never shrinks and just stays like it was.
That's how, like, when you chop a dick off, that's how it stays. It stays in its pristine form.
It just stays hard. We got the good light going, the smoke's coming from the fire still.
Yes. Let's go!
The great thing about this movie, these guys all committed to what I was telling them to do. They really didn't think there was a movie here. I mean, like I said, I'm sure half of them were like, dude, this is never going to get finished. This is going to be one of those independent movies that no one's ever going to see, so we don't really give a shit. I just want to be done with this. But when I invited the cast over and we did a casting, oh my God, it was so cool to just listen and watch their reactions, because they were like, that was a real fucking movie. Like, that felt like a real movie making it, like nothing. Because, I had this tiny little Sony camera, and I'm climbing up in trees, hanging up these Home Depot lights, hanging this mic off of a C-stand. There was just no way that anybody thought it was going to be a real movie.
But you did it.
Well, we did it.
Honestly, this is giving me, like, major, like, Hangover level vibes of just, like, the debauch. It's, like, essentially, like, what actually happened to lead up to the Hangover movie is what we're watching right now.
Yeah.
In the woods, and Bigfoot's there. And it's a lot more funny than the actual, like, aftermath.
This guy, and this is like my friends, a lot of friends and relatives that I run into. Like, if you see them during the holidays, they're always like, so you still doing that acting thing? Are you still making those home movies or whatever? And you're like, home movies?
Bro.
I'm like, my movies play in theaters, bro. Like, I'm on fucking network television. They're like, you are? I haven't seen you on anything. I'm like, because you don't watch fucking TV, motherfucker. You know?
You've been watching the same season of... You've been rewatching Breaking Bad for 5 years. Shut up and leave me alone.
Even Reservation Dogs, when you try to tell people, they're like, have you done anything? I'm like, well, I've never heard of it. I'm like, well, it is nominated for a Golden Globe, bro.
Oh my gosh, no.
I love that shot we did at Bigfoot right there. It was such an accident, but it looked so cool.
Yes.
That was the thing with the Bigfoot makeup. I had just enough money for one night to have him in full costume, and the problem is it's all prosthetic, so it starts to melt off.
Oh, no.
And there's nothing else we can do. So all those shots you've already seen of him were when he looked best. So now the rest, like, how the fuck do we finish the movie?
What do we do?
It's slowly melting off. Now, this night was freezing, and I'm out there with the gimbal by myself chasing these guys.
You're like, just run.
Not knowing if we're getting anything. And John Massari, who did the score for this, actually did the score for Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
I said, dude, I know you're not going to want to work on this, but I'm going to send it to you anyway. And he fucking loved it.
That is so cool.
It's one of these movies that doesn't really fit in a box. It's just kind of all over. You just don't know where it's going to go, but I like that.
I love the comedic level of this because it reminds me so much of me and my friends, where we're just like so...
There's fucking Bigfoot.
Insane.
They're like trying to figure out what they're going to do. He's like, oh, now he's walking this way. What the fuck?
Maybe don't take the lantern?
Oh, it's so funny. Trying to get in this van. This was some serious stunt shit right here. Look at these fuckers.
Oh my, they are going in.
They just went for it. I'm like, jump in. And I'm like moving the camera all over the fucking van. At this point, it's about 20 degrees, 15, 20 degrees outside.
Oh, gosh. So
they were happy to get in this van. And at this point, everyone quit the movie, so it's just them two and me. There's nobody else helping at this point.
Oh, man.
Everybody's like, fuck this. It's too cold. I got other things to do. You have fun finishing that movie.
Oh, he's got his gun. Okay.
I've definitely learned a lot more about lighting and camera work since then. But I think not knowing anything came out pretty good.
I think this is pretty good.
Well, I knew stuff, but I never take it on a feature. Like, I'm gonna go fucking act and direct and be a lead in a fucking movie and do all these jobs. Yeah, shaking of the van, we had to go out there and get that as a separate shot because we didn't have anybody that could shake the van. I'm like, there's no way to shake the van because we don't have a crew. Uh-oh, she's made it to set.
Oh, she's here. I feel like she's gonna. You're in heels in the woods. What are you doing, baby girl?
And so did the strippers, though.
I know they were in their platform heels. I was like, what? How are y'all walking? Are you gonna find the dick?
No.
I know the phones. Okay.
Yeah, she tracked the phones and they're all broken. Thank God someone donated all those broken phones to
Oh,
It was so crazy. We would ask for stuff and people would just come out of nowhere and help us.
they're like, here's some broken phones. We got you.
Yeah, I got six dead. I got 6 broken phones. Come get them. Look at that hand. My hand.
That's cute, guys. Nice little Halloween party. Adorable.
So the thought was to have these goofy little 80s practical effects as much as
Yeah.
possible.
Romance.
There's that dick again. It smells. Notice how she smelled
I
it.
love that she smelled it.
That was such a great thing on her part to smell it. I think that's my wife on the phone. That is my wife doing the 911 operator.
She's also done the 911 operator in. What was the other film that she was in?
No, that was my wife that did that. She didn't do any other films.
Oh, she didn't? Okay.
No, she just did that operator part. I tried to throw family in little parts. Like, hey,
Like,
you
here
want
we go. Just hop on in there.
to hop in my closet and we're going to record this audio. Look at them. They're like, what the fuck are we just doing? There's Bigfoot. Look at that. Looking good, Bigfoot. Yeah, this is when they come. If you look at the cars that you'll start noticing there's frost on some of the cars.
Yeah.
That's the only clue in the whole movie that it's cold, though.
It's like a little bit of frost.
Yeah, if you don't see the cars, you would never know it was cold. I think you'll see it on the. I think that's the Camaro over there. I think you'll see it on that one.
Yep. See on the roof of the.
There it is, right there.
trunk.
See the ice. See the ice on it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only way you know it's cold. Otherwise, you don't know the entire movie how cold it is out there because there's nothing coming from our breath or anything.
Now, was that unintentional?
We don't know why we didn't do that. You would think it normally would,
Yeah.
but it didn't. It never did when we were talking. So weird.
Everyone was just so cold inside, it just didn't matter anymore.
See, he doesn't even have his jacket on, which doesn't make sense.
He's just out. He's like, it's fine. We're going.
Well, I already said, dude, you've already lost the jacket in the movie, dude. We can't have you put it back on.
No.
The fucking jacket's off. You do get a little freaked out in the woods doing this stuff.
Yeah.
There's just 2 or 3 of you out there all the time. You're like, man, we got lucky that we did not run into any coyotes or anything.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
See, like this shot of Bigfoot, like all these shots that you're seeing of Bigfoot out there, I literally went out there on a Saturday night, and just me and Bigfoot, and I'm filming his stuff, and then he left, and then that was it. He was done for the movie. That was the end of it. But yeah, so then it becomes a part where we got different people coming in playing Bigfoot and like just doing claw shots and of his hand and stuff, or claw, I should say, but.
Like Bigfoot glove. Just like.
Put the Bigfoot glove on. Yeah, I definitely spent the most money on the face. The face, the eyes, and the teeth is where all of the budget went. A lot of people to do the suit wanted 10 grand, so I was like, no, we can't get a kick-ass suit, but if we can sell the face. The face has.
Just do the face shot.
I've never seen a lot of good face shots of Bigfoot movies, other than I guess exist. There's better ones out now since we did this one, but before we had done ours, there wasn't much out.
Oh.
Yeah, Brett got his throat ripped out.
Has he at least gotten into more movies since this?
Yeah, he did something that went to Sundance right after this.
Oh, good. Good for him.
But if you go through the resumes, yeah, there's like 4 or 5 people who just went on to do some really big stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you see The Hunt?
I haven't seen The Hunt.
Okay, there's a guy that appears later that's in The Hunt as well. He got The Hunt after doing this movie.
Oh, they're like checking the stripper's underwear.
Yeah, you got to.
Oh, where boobs came off!
Oh, the titty fell off.
Oh.
You got titty blood on him.
The key was in her underwear.
Sure. Whatever makes sense.
Oh my god.
Our Bigfoot was melting away at this point. We just got to finish it, Bigfoot. We had Bigfoot for one night.
No. Oh, his head got smushed.
Oh, that gun was loud. That was a cool shot when he ran off like that.
Yeah. It's like, Blade, I'm sorry. I know you're a smushed puddle of a man now. But you're my bro.
I was
I'm gonna survive.
and I definitely had to get the earplug. The first take of that, I did not have the earplugs in it. I thought it blew out my eardrums.
Oh no.
Because normally on a movie set, we all put our earplugs in, and I just was like shooting so fast.
Oh,
I put the plugs in my ears, and then when it went off, it was so fucking loud.
oh man.
He's got the key, though, man. You got the key.
You got the key. You can run. You can go. I used to work on a gun range, and I could not imagine not having ear protection on if a gun's near me going off. Just no thank you.
Now he's out there all alone. He's got to find his way back to the fucking vehicles.
He is walking way too slow for me. I need you to run, buddy. Let's go. Speed
Well,
it up.
He's hearing all kinds of weird noises. You probably just can't hear him.
Oh.
Because I'm talking too much.
Oh no, I can hear the weird crickets and
Yeah, you can see.
frogs.
Look at that. Everything's starting to turn green in this particular shot. So we're like, fuck.
The
Everything-
snakes are coming.
Everything's supposed to be dead. Where the fuck is this green coming from? It was really like that. There were still certain areas that were dead and certain areas that had green. But he's like, no, dude, the whole fucking thing's going to be green in like 2 weeks. Got to get it shot.
Oh my gosh, she just shot Bigfoot.
All these fuckers got guns. It's in Texas. What do you expect?
The hell are you shooting? Are you crazy?
The thing behind you. That's Bigfoot, babe. It's gonna pay for our wedding. All right.
Fucking Bigfoot.
Oh, she's gonna shoot him. Oh, she's still mad.
That's what happens though. I can see my wife doing that to me. I don't care about what happened to them. This is what you
You
did.
did this to me.
But you promised me no titties.
You said you would never look at another pair of boobies for the rest of the life. Oh.
That was all Chad's fault.
Oh, Chad.
I think this was shot extremely fast as well because the sun was coming up. So
Next thing I know, I can live together.
I don't know how the hell these actors remembered all these lines because he literally just had to go through all that stuff we shot during the night and then go right into this in the morning.
It's like, we're here. Let's go.
No, I had to rent a lot of the stuff that you're about to see. So it was like,
No.
dude, this is based on everyone's schedule. I know you're tired, but you got to just. We wanted them to be tired and exhausted, though. We're like, I don't give a fuck if you're tired. It'll play.
You went in the woods with strippers and Bigfoot all night. This is what happens.
Don't worry about what I'm doing, but it's here because this is wrong. And you.
Oh. Oh.
It was funny about halfway through filming. She goes, "Do you have an engagement ring for me? We never put one on." I go, "I guess you won't have one because you took it off because you were whoring around."
Being a whore.
You were whoring
The
around.
strip club.
You were mad at him, but you were at the dick bar.
You went the dick bar and you left your ring at home.
Look at all these signage that I had made. Oh my gosh, so expensive.
Oh my god.
All the clothes, all the signage.
Like Bigfoot's back there, I swear.
This is costumes galore. Look at that. We got a stretcher. I think someone had to drive like freaking 500 miles to get that stretcher.
Wait. Is this actual Bigfoot? Or is this the kid in the costume?
You gotta watch the movie. So the guy on the right there, that's Steve O'Kate. He is in The Hunt. It's also a great movie.
Calling him out.
Yeah, that's what I said. Call him out. Tell him like his story makes no sense to you whatsoever.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, they would be trespassing. I didn't know. This area, I didn't know there'd be strippers. I didn't know there'd be an actor in a big costume.
Of course, it's gonna be strippers at the man.
Also, she's in a sundress and a cardigan. And that's what she wore to the dick bar? Like, babes, what are you doing?
So the funny thing about this, we did not we didn't have this actor. He was off filming another movie, so he flew in, and we filmed that just that reveal in Billy's front yard. I did. So we've got this stretcher and this person in this Bigfoot costume in this nice neighborhood in Dallas off Mockingbird. And people were just driving by. What the fuck are y'all
What you
doing?
gonna do it?
I'm like, we're filming this bar movie. Don't worry about it.
Ma'am, you killed a child in a Bigfoot costume. You're going to prison.
Look at him. He's like, look at you, crazy bitch. The guy cuffing him, the other deputy there is a good friend, was a good friend of mine. His name's Jason. He has passed since we made the movie.
Oh.
But he came on out of nowhere and just started helping us out with some of the financing. One of those angels in disguise that just came out of nowhere. So crazy. He just had me meet him
It's
at
like
a
I'm
check
here.
and wrote me a check. He's like, dude, I've been watching you on social media. I got a check for you. And I was like, what?
That's so good, though.
That was so cool, man. We would have done a lot of movies together. This was supposed to be our first one, and then we were just going to bang them out.
Sheriff, I don't
Man.
ever seen that man in my entire life.
Vinny Blades signed my boobs.
So this whole ending, none of these actors were available. So you're just seeing body double after body double. She's talking to Billy Blair, and that's a different woman that he's talking to. They never even met.
Man. Showbiz unfolded.
All movie magic, man. Like we just had so many different people in different costumes playing the same people. I think there was 3 people that played the park ranger in that scene, and there was one other person that played the sheriff.
He's holding the dick. Oh my god.
Now, we had filmed that with 2 other actors, but the other actor, when he'd seen the scene, he kind of got freaked out and thought it was going to be the end of his life if someone saw it, so he had to reshoot. I was like, dude, you knew what you were doing when you filmed it.
What the fuck?
We thought it would be funny just to show all these crazy little props.
Honestly, I think that was. I enjoyed this movie very thoroughly. I have no idea why Amazon banned this. This was not nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
Well, at the beginning, we originally had a shot of us coming on as the kidnappers introducing the movie, and we threatened to kill everybody in everybody's family if they pirated it. So that might be what they didn't like. We don't know. Like they never would give us a specific what it was they didn't like. So the people who were handling the accounting and the people who were working with all the digital platforms, I said, hey, dude, like it's on every fucking platform.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. So why don't we just take off the kidnappers and then resubmit it to their department that's going to review the movie and see what they do.
Yeah.
So either they didn't watch the whole thing again, or whatever reason, all of a sudden it pops up on Amazon, and we're like, "What the fuck is it doing on Amazon?"
Like, this isn't what we
We
wanted.
literally told us that the movie was too offensive, and we're like, "I thought the movie was too offensive for Amazon." So then it just popped up on Amazon all of a sudden. I guess I was like, "Okay." So I guess the introduction, because we also had an ending too.
Yeah.
Where we come back on and go, "Hey, you motherfuckers! Thanks for watching the fucking movie." You know, and we had kidnapper things on them. We were in character. We're breaking the fourth wall, talking to the audience. So I don't know if they didn't like that.
Oh.
I'll never know. But the Blu-ray has an even worse introduction on it. So.
It's been worse than the first one.
Yeah, it's worse than the first one, but we have all those deleted scenes and stuff on there.
Man, I don't know.
See, I could have had my name come up 300 times there, but I didn't.
Like, I'm gonna save it.
This is me directing my mom.
Oh my gosh, is there? Oh, I cut off of it too quick.
Oh, everybody else has already let it go.
I let it go.
Everybody just kept laughing at her. Didn't even deliver her lines. I had to keep telling, "Shut the fuck up! Stop laughing."
Like, stop doing it, Mom. Just go.
And shut the
Again,
fuck up.
your mom's my new hero.
Did anybody make it through the movie?
We did. We have people that made it through the movie. Roswell in the chats loved it. Rob Bedina loved it. I think Gary's still here. I can't see who else is still in the chats. Oh,
that's
your
okay.
mom's
Rob's a big fan of the movie, so that's cool.
Dude, yes. No, I absolutely love this.
Thank you all for watching and hanging in there. It was a movie that was a little bit all over the place. It's a little bit raunchy, a little bit comedy, a little bit Bigfoot. So hopefully you like the final product.
I enjoyed it. And I know if you guys are watching this later, post stream, make sure you get on IMDb, leave a review. I'm going to be leaving one.
Yes, and leave one on Amazon too, because as long as those reviews keep popping on Amazon, hopefully our movie will stay on the platform. Because as far as independent movies go, if they're not performing and they're not getting reviews, they're not getting enough streams, they can take any independent film down anytime they want to.
So leave a review, support the film. This was, in my opinion, this was a super fun, raunchy horror comedy. I'm probably going to show it to some friends.
I hope so, and get them to review it too. So please review it on IMDb and Amazon. I know it's a pain in the ass. You can copy and paste the review.
Do it.
It doesn't have to be a different review. Just copy and paste the same one and put it on both places. Hopefully one day, I'm hoping I'll become more famous doing these movies with William Kaufman and these other people, and then I can release it on all the platforms again. Because when we were on all the platforms, the only company that really, really supported it was iTunes. They would like right now, if you were just to go to look for Bigfoot or horror films, Cherokee Creek's not going to show up. It's hidden. But back when it first came out, iTunes had us on all their main pages. And we were number 3 under horror comedy when I had to take it down.
Man.
So we have no idea how much money it was making. At minimum, we know the movie, we would have made over 50 to 60 grand that first few quarters.
Yeah.
Probably for the first quarter. It probably was going to go on to make between $100 and $250 million. And we would have been on our way to make sequels and other movies. But we found out the aggregators / accountants stole not only our money, but thousands of other people's money. And they disappeared, and the authorities have never done anything to any of them.
All right, guys. So, as the little cult that could,
Yes.
we're gonna do what we can, and we're gonna go leave
right.
reviews. We're gonna make this happen. All right. Leave
So buy
reviews.
the movie on there. It's $4.99 to buy on Amazon. If you prefer the Blu-ray, there's a few of those left. I think there's might be 50 Blu-rays left. I think Amazon sold out of all of them at the time, but you can still get a few left on Screen Team Releasing, and those are $19.99. But once those are gone, that's all we got, folks. We got the digital version left. But if you do want a Blu-ray, go ahead and grab one of those as soon as you can while they still are out there.
And I will post a link to that on my Instagram story on Instagram. So
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for having me, and thank you, Gary,
yes.
for making the introduction happen. And this was a lot of fun. I've never done anything like this before, so this is cool.
I hope you had a good time. Guys in the chats, thank y'all so much for hanging out. Make sure you're following Rob, or excuse me.
You're like, who the fuck?
Like talking about Rob and Tina in the chats. Make for sure
Rob
you're
and
following
Tina.
Todd.
That's right, Todd Jenkins.
His socials are under him in the square that he's in, not the one I'm in. Follow him. Make sure you're following at Cherokee Creek on Instagram. It's Cherokee Creek Movie.
That's right.
Follow it. Comment on post. If you guys don't know this on the Instagram algorithm, make sure that you're saving posts. That's the biggest thing on Instagram right now. Save the post, comment on the post, then like the post. So we can get it out there so more people can see it. And we can spread the fucking movie. And
Spread the word.
Spread the word, guys. Keep it going.
Spread
It'll
the
snowball
disease,
effect.
an STD.
Get it out there. Right?
Like a Vinny Blades STD.
Vinny Blades STD. There's no antibiotic for this, okay, guys? Get it out there. Let's go.
As he says to do it. Do it.
But guys, in the chats, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. We are having a Vincent Price night on Wednesday. I've got a comic on Friday night. So just check Instagram for the stuff. But make sure you guys are following Todd on all of his social medias. Following Cherokee Creek. Do the things. You guys are awesome. If you haven't already, follow me here on Twitch. Follow me on Instagram. Join the cult. Join the Discord server. So you can stay up to date on everything. But guys, y'all are awesome. And I'll see y'all on Wednesday.
Wednesday.